At the campaign, episode
1. Welcome back, everyone. We are NotGreatRPG, and we're here once again for the City of Oshuamp. We're going to go around the table real quick, introduce ourselves, and then have a brief recap, and pick up at the spooky point we left off last week. As always, I am Don, and I will be playing Empyrea, Revia, the Grave Domain Cleric, unless I'm stolen away in the night, which is possible.
Night Mom.
Night Mom.
Sorry?
I'm Paul. I play Felix Gray, a friend of apes.
He's becoming nice.
I'm Glenn. I play Vorst.
I'm Chell. I play Thario.
I'm Sarah, and I play Ritora.
That's great, everybody. Thank you. I'm John.
You're welcome. By that side, right?
I'm the Dungeon Master for this one. Last time we played, we were still inside of Whitehall. We had a conversation with Barry. We went and explored Barry's secret room. Thariel found the secret room because they had definitely put something there to try to just lure Barry in and make him think he found it.
Gotta Barry-proof the place.
Yeah, pretty much. So, Barry carved secret into the door. We looked inside, saw that there was just an empty pedestal. We were like, this is fucking dumb. Found the other secret room, went in. We were confused as to whether or not we should touch anything. We decided to leave because we didn't want to accidentally fuck anything up in this area where we are definitely in some kind of like demi-plane. Then we went up and Barry showed us his special orbs. He's got 5 orbs and on a table upstairs. We started touching the orbs. We had a good several phone calls with Mogul and Isharad.
Were they in the bathtub?
Yeah, they were in the tub together.
Every
Touching
time.
orbs. We
In the zone of truth.
Yep. We got some new knowledge about a lot of questions. We were in the midst of all our phone calls when we lost cell service. We asked who the 5th orb was because we knew about Mogul, Isharad, Griffin, Iris, and then we were told that the 5th orb belongs to Radgar. Radgar's not there, so Radgar can't answer the phone right now. And Iris is obviously here.
Leave a message.
And then Barry, was like on the ground, and Ether, I forget why you investigated his pants, but you investigated Barry's pants. Found the effectively stapled in notes inside of the lining of his pants, because he can't afford to lose these very important journal notes, so he keeps them the only place he knows he can keep them safe. And then, we concluded with Ether reading a very long series of journal notes. And
Wasn't it that he kept them in his room, but he doesn't have a room to do homeless?
yeah, he's homeless, so now he has to keep them on.
So they're just in his pants?
Yeah, it's pants. So, you're
Pants.
still with the homeless man whose pants you just read.
And he's asleep.
The pants I just read.
You read his pants.
You're a
dude.
pantseer.
Yeah, right? Perfect.
Got him.
I think it was that Barry had fallen asleep on the floor. Or
He did, yeah,
So,
yeah.
We'll say that Barry's still, zonked out on the ground. The orbs are, lightless.
His orbs are out.
His orbs are out. His orbs are lightless. Genuinely, we're picking up at the conclusion of you having read a very long, spooky thing.
Well, this appears to be a subjective but likely accurate picture of what occurred in Empyrea and following, based on the names and details.
Everything seems to line up with what we already know.
Yes. I do not know who wrote this, but Barry may know, or at
Barry.
least where the rest of this journal is. These pages have been ripped from it.
I'm Barry.
Well, we know that one thing is false, right? Zathariel? Yes.
Zathariel.
Yes.
Zathariel.
Isn't dead.
Yes. Though he was, he did have like big gargoyle wings and stuff, right?
They weren't made of like traditional gargoyle stone. He did also have like human flesh.
Okay, I don't know why
He
I
had
pictured him as like a
obsidian
big.
wings.
Oh, did
Okay,
he have human
obsidian.
flesh?
I pictured
I
him
just
as a big
pictured him
gargoyle.
as just straight up like black and white. Like,
Yeah.
He was a
Man just
living
with
man with
obsidian
wings.
He
stone.
wasn't a gargoyle.
Yeah.
Wing. Okay.
and he
He's
was,
gargoyle.
I think he speaks silver.
he was like very large as well, right?
Oh yeah, no, I mean he was huge as
Like
shit.
giant
10 feet,
size.
10, 11
Yeah.
feet tall. Ripped as shit.
Independent fact checkers have verified it. That's false.
Well, that is true that he is not dead, but he may have ascended in some way. We had seen those other murals of extremely large people with black wings. Whatever process happened there. There was also the line in the temple about the people that ascended leaving their souls or their spirits behind.
Behind here.
Yes. In the sense that...
So you're saying he's a spirit?
No, that line, I believe, is referring to the fact that the people that they put up to be ascended then left their human spirit, their morality here when they became gods. They no longer cared for the people that ascended them.
Oh.
Yes. I'm not sure that is what happened with him. He is still in this plane and not elsewhere. Perhaps he is somewhere in between the two.
Well, we don't know why he showed up. Because he wasn't there before.
What did we do that brought him forward? Was it...
I think we said betrayer a lot.
He said it a
Of
lot of
times.
times.
Yeah.
He did not like that.
He was not a fan.
And
I
then,
mean, to
He
our
was pretty upset about it.
and then,
to our defense, it was written all over the walls.
yes.
He's pretty much asking.
It was like, say the word betrayer a bunch of times.
It's almost
guys.
like we
I'm,
were set up.
I'm a harmless
It's a sting
temple.
operation.
There's no curtain.
We probably honestly should know better about reading things off of walls, though, after what happened in Felfarthen.
Yes, that is
And
fair.
under the city.
And
also,
we've done
Yeah.
this multiple times. Like,
also reading books.
Hey, whoa.
Nothing bad's ever happened from reading books.
And then Nesgrim announced his,
It has.
his family lineage, and then that whole piece occurred where he killed Nesgrim.
Kristoff Cube.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The cube.
Kristoff Fountain.
But based on
Oops.
this, is he cleansed the people that were betraying the city?
But, like, which side was he cleansing?
The side that wanted to sacrifice a girl?
Yes.
Okay.
Were those the religious zealots
Yes.
of them?
But I assume this person's father is the figure that we know as the Magus.
Right. That sounds right.
So I would assume that whoever this person is also incredibly powerful.
Not according to that. Magicless?
The
I don't
father
say
is
so.
magicless,
Right.
Currently.
currently.
Well, then currently.
Well,
I don't know, when you pull all of your magic potential from the future, it's no longer there, right?
Yes,
I
but
mean-
and then
Unless
it
you
talked
can
about
continue
the
to visit it.
yes. Then it talked about the moat of magic.
Fill back up.
Wasn't that consumed?
I drink your
It depends on the size of it, I suppose.
I don't want to go back to that place.
And if they, well, we cannot. Cithario will kill us if we step foot in the city
He
again.
specifically told
Specifically
us, do not
told us
come
to-
back here.
Get out.
I will kill you.
Yeah, but now we got a book.
Yeah, but
He would probably want to hear.
independent fact checkers should verify what actually happened.
We could reach out to him. We know of him.
I'd rather step foot on the city
You
soil.
guys do no sending.
Zathario. How you been, buddy?
What are you wearing?
What would you do if I was
We
there?
could call our operator.
Yes, we would need.
She has
Iris.
unlimited
We
minutes.
would need Iris to act as a translator in the middle, because if Cithario
She's
does not have
literally
unlimited
operating.
minutes, then this is going to be a very short amount of.
Doesn't he
Well,
like...
his
content.
minutes don't matter. He can respond to the person calling.
Right, she's our
without
operator because
consuming.
we only have to do it once. That's my point. It's like we call the operator, we tell the operator what to ask.
sure.
It's like using her.
Yeah, you have limited minutes.
Yes.
Right, right.
Thariel's minutes don't matter.
Right.
But trying to communicate to him, hey, we found this big book of stuff.
Yeah.
Hey,
This is
we
like
don't know that he
20
knows
cats.
sending,
Yes.
okay? In his
Why?
unlimited palace, magic palace.
Should Iris be aware of these things?
She was aware, wasn't she? She was with us when we were
Some
there.
things.
All of this background, though, this is.
Why would she be aware of these things?
Barry's notes. Only for Barry to read.
You physically have them,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, he's like rolling around, like eyes kind of partly open, just clawing at you.
Either give me
Barry's
the notes.
special notes.
They go in the special sack with the cursed items.
Oh, thank God. That's usually where I keep them too.
Curse sack.
And then you turn the
Have you
sack
seen a
inside out,
Diabolist
throw it in
recently?
the river.
No,
How old are you, Barry?
Barry's like 40 something.
Oh, I think it's time to get those checks.
Oh yeah. I should cough. Oh God.
All right.
Barry, where did you get those pages?
Secret room. Barry read the book.
Do you
Barry's a
have,
big reader.
do you have
In
the,
your secret room? Or...
Do you have the rest of the book?
What book?
The book that you read.
No.
Where is the book?
Other pants.
Barry, you don't have other pants.
Oh no. I shit those pants. Oh man.
You shit the book. Oh my God.
Oh, I think I gave him to the suit of armor to clean before I left.
The one downstairs?
Beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go look in the supermarket.
You're gonna go down the 9 flights of stairs.
Oh my
I'll
God.
be back in 27 minutes.
My silver legs can only take me so fast.
If only there was a chairlift, you could just attach your legs to.
Could somebody like teleport downstairs and just like go to 0 hit points so I could just fly to you? Like it'd be really convenient.
I'm sorry, I can
Get
only.
down there and kill yourself so I can get down there. Just
Yeah, I mean,
If you just trip someone down the stairs, then they'll probably be at 0 hit points by the time they
Are
get
you,
to the party.
you near the stairs? You near
what
the
if you're near
stairs?
Long live
Come
the
on,
king.
let's have a strength fight.
6 versus 7.
I'm gonna give myself advantage.
it's not going to be anything that you really have to make like a check for. They're crumpled up in the boots, covered in shit. So like they're a little hard
Does
to read.
everybody know prestidigitation?
Not a single one of
I have
us.
thaumaturgy.
We
Ew.
lost Yalum Low.
Gross.
He was our prestidigitation guy.
Oh,
Yeah, like
shit, now it's
genuinely, they'd be like
airborne.
kind of
Yeah.
like smeared, like foul smelling because they've been sitting in like a dusty old boot. But like one piece of I didn't
So
want
they
to
smell
crumple
like-
it.
The
because-
shit off the
15
holy
years, it's
flame.
just dust at that point, right?
Yeah, the shit preserved it.
Shit, no, nothing. No, I meant the shit.
Oh, I mean, yeah. He's got
white,
magic
it's
shit,
like
dude. He's,
motion.
you know, a dude.
Ugh.
Are you going back upstairs?
Yes.
You're just standing down. Can you hear me?
Yeah, no, I'm going
Hark.
back upstairs.
Yep.
It's like whisper down the lane or something.
Barry's books. Big books. Important books.
Barry, are you awake or asleep?
I'm awake. I can't sleep.
Just go back. Just close your eyes.
Okay.
Got these pages. They were in his boots.
He shits his boots.
They were in the knight's boots.
He shits his knight's boots.
Yes.
My night boots. No.
You can read them over
I don't
there.
think Barry
Yes.
had boots until earlier
Yes.
today.
The knight's boots.
Probably because he shit his last
Can I
pair.
check his boots, make sure he didn't shit my boots?
I mean, you go over, and somehow you can even just see, like, as he's kind of horizontal, just like a slow, steady leak that seems like it's going straight into the top of your boots, alongside the back of his calves.
We can stop at the shops and get you new boots.
Barry's boots.
Sorry about your boots.
This is
Those are
probably-
definitely his boots
This is
now.
probably why he does
I gave
not
them
wear
to him. It's
boots.
fine.
This is a list of names, titles, I think locations, and weapons.
What? What
Yes.
The
in
artifacts?
what sense?
Well, the
And the-
first name is Akkadi, Lady of Air, Durgrout, which is the location, and then the Wings of Epiphany. So, I'm also going to just in-game pass these around so that way we don't speak the names out loud.
You just did.
One. But I'm gonna physically read them, but in game I'm gonna pass them around for everybody to read.
Mm-hmm.
Asmodeus, Lord of All,
That's not okay.
Oshuamp, the Hand of Ruin,
Nice.
Arwil, Goddess of Winter, Alglatha, the Ring of Winter,
Oh.
Baphomet, the Horned King,
Baphomet.
The
Last-
friend of winter.
I don't like that's way too close to Bahamut. I don't like that.
Last Watch, Horns of Calamity,
Last one.
Love
Oh, that's
which maybe I have. Who knows?
Horns of...
Yeah,
The horn,
What do you mean you have those?
You have the
I have a
Horned
horn.
King's horns of calamity?
I have a horn with a dwarf face on it.
Oh, honey, no.
I know, but
It's a
Oh, I forgot you had that horn.
yeah, and I'll never use
It's
it
a
again.
clown
'cause I
horn. He
killed two of his
killed two
friends.
people.
the clown horn of calamity.
This is.
Well, if you're not going to use it.
I might. Belial, Master of Secrets, Felfarthen, the Faceless Guys, Eldath, Warden of the Grove, Celeborn, the Gilded Guardian,
Sounds like a hard list.
Garion.
Garyon, the Wild Beast,
Gary, Indiana?
Crocodile, Barbs of Agony, Grumbar,
His page has been unedited since 2019. All right.
That's some shit fresh off fall. And you're like, yeah.
Like,
Grumbumbledore.
let me pull his up.
What about Hunter Beasley?
Sorry, no, I edited his stuff March 10th of 2020. So
Okay.
Is
it's
asparagus
been a
tendergrass on
while.
there?
At 5:04 p.m. specifically.
Grumbar, Earth Lord, Hastrukar, Shard of the Summit,
Sharda.
Helm the Vigilant, Faintisleeson, the Eye of Prudence,
That's on here.
Ilmater the Martyr, the Shattered Shards, the Hand of Service,
The hand of service is here too.
Ishtishia,
Yep.
Waterlord, Doom Hall, Tidebringer, Kasuth, or Kossuth, Kossuth, Flame Lord, Whitehall, Embercleave,
I don't like that we're naming elemental lords. I don't like that at all.
It's nothing to be worried about.
Miliki, Lady of the Forest,
Okay, that's 3.
Mythwode, the Song of Solidarity, Mistra, Mother of Magic, Felfarthen, the Audacious Spirit, Ogma, Lord of Knowledge, Rilrin, the Persistence of Memory, Torm, the Loyal Fury, Last Watch, the Might of Mortal Will, the Aegis of Sacrifice, Tyr, the Maimed, Doom Hall, Fangs of Fortitude, Shard of Veracity, Uriel, the Devoted, Empyrea, Sin Hewer, Zuggy Boat,
Tugboat. Tugboat.
Zugget Moy.
Zugget Moy,
What's
I don't
a
know.
zug?
Gut
What is
mold.
Zuggy
Yeah.
Boat.
Soggy boat now.
Or is that an item?
it's a name.
That's a name.
Yeah.
Okay.
The title is the Rotting One. Sabrak, the Decrepit Thorn. And then it says, My Father, my burden to bear. Is this a kill list?
That's what I said. I was like, is this like a hit list? Like,
This might be where all these people are buried, but then it does
I
say...
actually think it is.
It's weird there's a line through a couple of them.
Based on the
Oh.
previous text.
There's skull and crossbones in the top corner.
Aeon or
Ion. Ion.
Ion, the Exalted Magus, unburied, the Mantle Mortis.
Uh-oh.
So, yes, this is literally... That clears that up.
It's the relic
It's
list.
the list
It's
of the
the list of relics.
Some of them.
With
Some
the
of them are
names and
different.
location.
It's the names and locations of where they are buried, with the exception of the Magus, whose name we now know.
What was the Aegis of?
Aegis of Magus.
Say it out loud, please.
Please say it more.
The Aegis of Aegis.
Aegis of Magus, please.
What was
Noodles
that
and
one?
noodles, please.
Ion.
The Aegis. Who,
Dim the
what
lights
does
and get
it
a mirror.
say?
Ion.
It's the last
The
one.
Aegis of Sacrifice.
Is it
Aegis of Sacrifice.
Who was with it?
The fucking Dune
Torm.
music.
Torm.
Yeah. The Might of Mortal Will and the Aegis of Sacrifice.
So we know
The Exalted Magus is the Mantle Mortis.
this list.
There were yonder also important pages that have been discovered in Empyrea that do have pertinent information with terminus and boundary stones, yes. Well, not only that,
Those ones?
other things in terms of, again, instructions for what to do.
Yes.
So, like,
Yeah, there was like an instruction manual. on
very
how
much
to,
like there's pieces of puzzles.
What was it called?
Yep, the Rite of
Yeah,
Propitiation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Propitiation.
Do these
These
all
ones.
have the same handwriting?
Oh!
Oh.
Eek!
Oh, that's. You
A
know,
shape!
yeah, he didn't need them anymore. He knew it.
So this one that we found was like ripped up and torn. Are any of the others similarly ripped? No, just that one.
They're all in pretty bad shape.
Yeah, but not like specifically.
Oh yeah, I mean the
ripped.
two new ones are shit covered and crumpled,
Yeah,
but
and I
again,
think
I wasn't gonna
the-
shit on the paper and give it to Doc.
The
Oh, it's
Imperial.
really authentic.
Where's the dedication go?
Right,
Yeah,
right?
that's
Sorry.
This one is all the handwriting the same, or is the okay? So it's
All the same.
got it.
Yeah, the Imperial ones I think were like waterlogged.
Yes. So that is a list of where the owners of these relics are buried, and their true names.
Would
Which gives us power over it.
we
Well-
know that the Dawn Heroes were associated with some of these relics,
Yes.
but they're not necessarily the same ones. And we know that this all occurred prior to the age of the I guess it wouldn't have been prior, it would have been around the same time.
Yes.
If see the thing, do we know I'm trying to keep track of what we know in game versus what we know
Yeah, what was your
just from
question?
discussing. The girl who sacrificed herself, do we know that it is Elseth? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't remember if that was actually in the
Mm-hmm.
in the written notes. So we know that these the fall of Empyrea happened shortly before the time of the Dawn Heroes.
Perhaps these are the people that were ascended. These were the people that were made gods.
Not only gods.
Right, and
It has the true name of the Horned King on there.
Gods or devils.
Barry.
Yes, Barry?
Oh, I thought we were just naming things. I'm Barry.
Why did you respond to gods or devils and then said Barry?
Because I'm Barry.
Barry is both.
I don't know why you're confused.
What
you're,
do you...
you're saying things, I'm saying things.
Barry, who did you say left this behind?
Lady. Elf face.
Elfface left these notes behind?
A secret room. Barry found it.
And you really can't remember her name?
We know her name. It's
Elf lady.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
What's her name?
I got it. They told us.
Yeah.
I called her.
Anansa.
Anansa, okay.
Anansa,
I called her Elf lady.
who is Radgar's daughter. So perhaps these are Radgar's notes?
Oh, Barry.
Would they not be her notes?
Well, that
Did it
would-
mention that that they had
said-
a daughter?
It's well. This talks about his father in the first notes, and then that talks about the name. Unless Radgar's name is not Radgar, I think these are Radgar's notes because the last thing says "my father, my burden to bear," and then has a name that is not Radgar.
Barry.
Yes, you are Barry.
All right. As long as we're clear. You guys are confusing me with all these other words.
You said you don't know your parents, correct?
Nope. Orphan boy. Alley boy.
And you don't have
Rats.
Any, and you
Jeez.
yourself don't have any children that you're aware of, correct?
I mean, Barry gets around, but not that Barry knows. I mean, look at me.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't?
No children that you're aware of.
Nope. Probably dozens.
Oh no.
Little Barry Juniors.
Oh god.
Barry Double Juniors.
Not a
Double
tough
junior?
situation.
Yeah, I mean,
God.
Do they?
it's kind of like burgers. You can have a single Barry or a double Barry.
I don't. I've never heard it described in that way.
What?
You guys have never gotten a Whitehall burger? These are great. The best thing in the castle.
I don't know if he's implying he's got twins or something else. I'm confused.
Is there an establishment in the city where you can get food very quickly?
Yeah.
Perhaps in a box?
Yeah.
We already did. Yes.
It's good
Barry-
stuff.
Barry, do you know this name?
No.
Barry.
Showed up on the skis.
Sorry, I can't really read great.
Oh,
Not since we've been in this.
I'm kidding, I can read.
do you know that name?
Nope. Other than when it's said there.
It says that they are buried in Whitehall.
Saying a lot of things was
If
Barry
that
doesn't like dig
sense.
graves. Barry only kills the things, and then other people dig the graves. Barry's no grave digger.
Did we know Uriel?
Can I swap with you?
That name sounds familiar.
No.
It might have been in the other notes. It was, yeah. It's in the big long
Uh-huh.
Was it?
Mhm.
Okay.
thing.
Caballero's daughter.
That's Caballero's daughter.
The big long.
The big long.
I probably wrote that. I did. I spelled it wrong. That's why I didn't recognize it.
Barry doesn't think anything can be buried here. There's no ground.
Yes. So maybe these are the guardians of the relics?
Wasn't
They-
Dumar the guardian of the Aegis?
Dumar was called
Aegis?
the Aegis.
He was called the Aegis.
They sound like the heroes.
Yes.
So
There's a lot more of them than. There are more relics than we previously found.
well, it's maybe some of them aren't the heroes. Some of them are maybe those that have been sealed away.
That is possible.
Are you okay,
Barry
Barry?
Reed.
John, that
Barry.
John,
Barry.
whose handwriting I have to read.
Yeah.
At the top where it says the something
Of winter.
of winter.
Yeah.
On that it looks capitalized there. Does it look like a title on?
For this line.
Yeah, for that line. Okay, it doesn't look like it's part of the list.
Mhm.
Okay.
Barry.
Barry. What do you need?
What is the first thing that you remember, your first memory?
Cheese. In the street.
With the rat.
Yeah. There was a rat, and he
Was-
took my cheese, and I felt like I just came to consciousness, and I punched the rat.
Wasn't that in Oshuamp?
Yeah.
What about here?
Oh. Sorry.
Way before that.
Yes.
Um,
your first memory.
There was this
here.
alley boy who took my cheese, so I punched him. There's this recurring theme in my life of people taking things that I feel like are mine, and then I hit them and they die. And then I take my stuff back. Like cheese. And pants. And boots. These are my boots now. He just pats the boots.
You can keep them.
Oh, thank God I don't have to punch her. Okay. Whew.
Barry, I thought we were friends.
We are.
Why
Just
would you-
don't take my boots.
Why would you punch me?
If you took my boots.
I just told you I wouldn't.
Okay. This is a lot of complicated stuff for Barry. I'm in over my head. I'm sorry.
Barry, we're friends. We don't punch friends.
You're right. Only rats.
Yeah, Barry. Don't punch anybody.
Oh, I gotta punch somebody.
Well, none of us.
Yeah, no, you guys
That
are
would
all
be a
pretty cool.
That would be a mistake, Barry.
Yeah. Barry would punch clean through somebody.
Remind me not to become a rat.
Who do you have to punch, Barry?
They usually tell me where to go and where to punch.
Who tells you? The people in the orbs?
Yeah. I haven't had to punch anybody in a while.
Who was
Who-
the last
yes.
person you had to punch?
Other Barry.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, that was my first scheduled punching.
So that's the only
There's
one.
only been one.
It's
Yeah,
happened one time.
yeah. They said I should rest because that other Barry was real strong.
Does the other Barry look like you?
Nope.
What does other Barry look like?
Uglier.
Man,
Yeah,
not elf.
yeah, man.
Okay.
Does he have hair?
No.
He's bald.
Yeah.
No facial hair.
The little beard.
A little beard.
Is
Little
he
beard.
older than you or younger than you?
I think older than Barry.
Does anybody have a list of the guards?
Not in this notebook.
I feel like this might be a brother.
could be. Maybe he's also a guard.
We haven't come
It's
across
free time.
the brothers that we came across were the 3 that attacked us.
2 in the basement.
Two in the basement. They're both dead.
2 in the
Silent night.
basement.
Probably. We actually don't know that they stayed dead. Now that I think about it.
What
no,
do you-
the,
what do you
the
mean
widow's
the
real
widow's
dead.
way?
Yeah, didn't you guys feed them to the
Yeah, they
earth?
got
Yes, yes, we did. Then there was the one who was selling the relics
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
that we
The
bought
one
the
that-
box.
In
Me.
hindsight, my prank was a bad idea.
And those are the only brothers that we've met, right?
Yes. They are rather.
That we know
secretive.
of.
That we're aware of.
That we are aware of.
Does Kane count?
Hmm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kane's. Yeah, I'd say.
If we
four.
consider whether or not we met him,
I met
he
him.
peeped us, and then
He
we went,
saw
whoop.
us.
I think if you hit somebody, you meet him. You know.
Try talking to him.
I don't really want to do that. He wants to kill us.
Kane wants to kill a lot of people.
He never said he wanted to kill us.
I think he.
Although I did watch him decapitate a child.
Yeah, he does that a lot.
Specifically children?
I mean, he doesn't really care. Whoever gets put on the gallows,
He's the one who killed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the guy that says that like everybody pays and something.
In Oshuamp.
Yeah, that place.
He did.
Barry doesn't pay. Barry's poor.
Has Barry ever been on the gallows?
Barry's been near the gallows.
But not on.
No, Barry usually just takes the boots of the people hanging below the gallows.
You hide under the gallows.
Yeah, and steal their boots. But they're dead, so it's not stealing, it's just repurposing.
Okay, not while they're still alive. Still.
I mean, sometimes
recycling.
they're swaying and kicking, and Barry's like, hold still.
Oh my god.
So you've said reduce.
Yeah.
There's also reuse.
Yeah, Barry recycles. That's why he shits in the boots.
That seems wasteful.
Yeah, right?
No.
What else do you know of Kane?
I mean, I see him cut people's heads off, and that's mostly it. He doesn't really go outside of the, I don't know, like the inner part of the city much, except for the beheadings.
He beats prisoners, right?
Yeah.
Beheads children.
Yeah.
We saw him when we were.
He's also probably misunderstood.
I don't think so.
Maybe.
He beat you.
The one person in this world that you hate? Wow. Enemies to
You
love.
say beast.
He's also misunderstood. Fuck off.
I can help change him.
I can do it. Tear him
For
to
that
pieces.
reason alone, Shell will read the Oshuamp book.
Someday.
One
The
day.
Thariel specific arc.
Enemies to lovers. I'd love to see it.
Ariel kisses the executioner.
So I can fix it.
As he's... Your arms are just so big.
Oh, the thing you do where you get ready to pull the lever when I
Yep.
could drop from the.
Yep.
I don't know what it is. It's just wow.
You just get this grin. It's so...
So handsome when you're almost on the brink of murdering me. Oh god. All right.
All right, let's not give Iris any more ideas.
I was
She's been
completely
listening
zoned
this
out when we were
whole
talking
time.
about the Kane redemption story. What was going
we were
on?
talking
We
about
did
that he
not
was a
talk-
brother, and I
yeah.
was saying like how irredeemable he is.
Yeah, there was really no talk of redemption.
Okay.
It was just questioning Barry if he knew anything else about Kane.
Gotcha. What does Kane look like?
Curly, like Jon Snowy hair, but it's
Blonde.
as opposed to like dark. He is similar in height to Corin, so like 6'5", 6'6", very muscular. The
Jon
notable
Smith.
thing about his features was that when he resisted the telekinetic shove, the veins in his neck bulged and like became, almost like protuberant and became black and like noticeably flowed up through his face.
Gotcha.
Got a rise out of him.
He's blushing.
Oh, no. Oh.
Barry,
Barry.
you have spoken with Radgar before or never?
Nope. Radgar only usually, tells them stuff to tell me. Like, Barry, stop. Barry, don't leave. Barry, you have to stay in Whitehall. And it's like, I don't want to. I want to go outside.
Oh, okay.
They told you to stay here.
Yeah. But I was like, I'll only be gone like a minute.
But you were gone for 15 years.
Yeah, like our time. That's not Whitehall time.
I think it was 15 years Whitehall time.
Oh,
Wasn't it?
oops.
They
Oh, maybe that's why they were really mad.
Yes, I think outside time and Whitehall time are at least close to similar, but no.
Oh no, there's a pretty big difference here, man. I'm a lot older than I think I am then. Oh no, I've drank too much. Uh-oh. Oh well.
Barry, what's the discrepancy? What's the difference in time?
Difference?
I think we could speak to maybe anybody else that lives here.
they don't leave.
Some of them have, right?
They would know how long Barry's been gone.
Because some have been found out in the wilderness. I'm assuming maybe they were looking for Barry?
Or that was people trying to get back in.
Maybe somebody got back in? Again, we could ask anybody but the...
Yeah,
You can't get in without Barry. Barry's got the only key.
Yes,
Uh-oh. Maybe that's why everybody was so mad.
possibly.
That could be why.
Oops.
We would have...
So with the last time, can they not leave without the key?
Nope. Can't come in, can't come out. Barry's gotta open the door.
Can we make another one?
Door?
Key?
Key.
No.
Why not?
Special.
It's probably something to do with the runes.
That's attuned to here. I can't do that.
I'm not asking if you can do it.
Okay.
We could bring it to Christian.
Okay.
Possibly, yeah.
Did I give Barry the belt back?
Yeah, that's how Barry opened it, yeah.
Barry didn't open it, I did.
He's the one who
Yeah.
held the belt up and caught the moonlight. Because Barry was
Yeah, and then
drunk
Paul was
and
in.
couldn't-
Barry went in first, and then Paul came in last.
Oh, Barry instructed you what to do. Then yeah, no, I would say you would still have the belt.
Okay.
Make another key!
We could go make another key,
Okay.
We could try.
but we would need you to stay here.
Sure.
Just gonna kind of eye the group.
Do we want him to stay here?
He's supposed to.
If we leave with that key, what
Yeah,
if he's
nobody
the
will
only
ever
one
be
who
able to
can-
get out ever again if you guys don't come back. Or
What
get
if-
in again.
What if we run the risk of not being able to find it again? He's the only one that knows how to...
He knows where it is.
I
Whitehall.
have the orb of direction and time, and we followed him. I would say that like it was a waste. It was like an vast open space, but
Does
Yeah,
that,
I mean, it's
terms
miles
of,
of,
like-
openness.
yeah.
does that work on different planes?
I'll check the orb of time and direction. Yep. Okay, that's what I
Yup.
thought.
Like,
What's time doing?
Actually, genuinely, I would say for the time one, it would almost be imperceivably slow in its movement.
Okay.
Like,
Oh, so he was gone for so long. Oh my
Yes.
god. Oh god.
that.
What is he, 75?
Older.
If he was out there for 15 years, he's been gone for like 100 years or more.
Well, that explains the state of the keep.
But they all,
Oh my
they-
God.
So many people remember him, and
Stories.
They age they would age at a slower rate
Mhm.
as well. Because they age with time.
Oh, so he's been gone 15 years this time. He left this place, according to the people here, 15 years prior.
Correct.
But he was out in the world
For like hundreds
for
of
like
years.
No. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Because one
'Cause-
second
'cause
here
Jesus.
is
they've
like,
all been like, oh yeah, I remember
3
being
minutes
up on
there.
Barry. Like these are not from stories.
Yeah.
These are personal
Oh,
experiences.
God. He's like 300 years old.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's really old.
What?
He's older than me.
No, Barry.
Well, is he, though?
I don't know.
Since your little incident?
Stop. Literally.
Barry
Really as
doesn't
old as you
really.
feel.
Barry, time is going very slowly
Yeah.
out there compared to here.
Just pointing
So
it
if
out.
they thought that you
Slow
were
out
gone.
It's
there.
only 69 years. It's fine.
It's a lot of years.
Yes, so by the time
So
15
years.
years passed in here. No, it would be the opposite.
No, what you just
'Cause
said is incorrect.
his-
It goes slower in here. You had just said it goes slower out there. That was why I was correcting you.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That's
yeah.
why the time in here for the orb is the, like, every fucking, like, 20-ish seconds, it feels like it's a second. Again, that's not
Oh
even
no,
accurate.
we need to go.
Why?
When we
no.
go back, it'll
No,
only be a couple minutes.
yes, we are fine.
Again, like,
Yeah.
time is
Wait,
moving
okay.
slower within Whitehall.
I'm so.
All right, it's
I'm
time for a
so-
crash course in relativity.
Yes, again, like, time distillation is a trippy thing. I respect that. But I will just, as the DM say, clearly time within Whitehall is moving dramatically slower. I will just tell you at a rate of 1/100.
Whoa. You copy paste son of a bitch. Last time we went to a timey-limey place, they drank here too, like fiends.
Oh.
Don't you remember?
Yeah.
They were heavy drinkers as well. Like Barry.
Time messes you up.
God damn it.
Completely unrelated. Looking at the list of things that we have, the only thing that doesn't match up with the list of possible relics that we found on that list is the Herald of Harmony.
Can I see that list? I didn't.
You sure can.
Both of them. Oh yeah, this is the one that I freaked out
Yes.
about.
So
Wait, where's the other?
Glenn's
Oh,
doing a
okay.
thing with it. You can have it now. So it goes Hand of Service. That's Ishtisha. Herald of Harmony, we don't know. Eye of Prudence is Helm. Might of Mortal Will is Torm. Aegis of Sacrifice is also Torm. Fangs of Fortitude is Tyr. Shard of Veracity is also Tyr. Persistence of Memory is Ogma. Gilded Guardian is Eldath. And I'm not saying these out loud, I'm just
Yes,
obviously
yeah.
pointing and mentioning. Audacious Spirit is Mistra. Song of Solidarity is Miliki. And Mantle Mortis is Ion. But the only one we don't have is Herald of Harmony, and I'm wondering because one of the only things that doesn't have a thing listed is my father's burden to bear. So I don't know if the father they're talking about is that Herald of Harmony, or if it's somebody else.
I think it's the next line.
Yeah, my father, the burden to bear, Aeon.
Yes.
Oh,
that is
gotcha,
his
gotcha.
father,
Okay,
which is the Magus.
sure. But there's other people we've encountered that were around at that time, and I don't know who. Like, are they talking about Zathariel? Are they talking about Uriel's, or like the Kristoff? Are they talking about anybody from that era? Or
In what context?
so like each of these is a person to match with each of the relics.
Yes.
I don't know if it's from that same time era. That it would be one of the people from the Holy Templar.
The name Torm sounds familiar.
Well, Uriel wasn't a Dawn hero.
No.
None of them were Dawn heroes.
No.
Not on this list.
And, like, we kind of know Uriel was
Unless they have
absconded with the devil.
unless they have different names. But as far as we're aware, there's 12 Dawn heroes, and
These are the 12 that the Dawn Heroes sealed away.
Yes, I think
they were
so.
sealed away by the Dawn heroes.
Right.
So these are evil.
Evil creatures, but I think it may be the thing that they
I don't know
use
if
to
we should
fight
use
it.
subjective language.
Well, the one we know for sure was trying to kill a bunch of people at the behest of a demon. So
That guy sucked.
It was a lady.
That gal sucked.
Did we ever get Sabrina's dad's name?
That's definitely Zuggy Boat, by the way. I mean,
Sucky boat. What do you mean, Sabrina's dad?
Or not Sabrina's dad. What was her name? Who was the other small child that was like, Daddy? And then he like came in and like tried to kill everybody. Kill T. Wordle.
Oh, I mean, that was
Oh.
little
Nina.
Yeah, Nina's.
Yeah.
Nina's from the other.
Right, but I wasn't
The
sure if any of
place.
these were pop up.
No, you do not know Nina's father's name. You just know he was a devil and he showed up and he killed Tiur and then was banished away back to hell.
Like bastard.
Yeah. You get
Can I say
off
that
my
when we're done?
property!
But yeah, the only one that's not listed on that list is the Herald of Harmony.
The
That matches
Grand
our list.
Turtolino.
Skies, winds of calamity, winter.
And Chell has heard the word herald a million times in books, so I can't remember if we came across the herald in game.
No, we came across the barrel.
The big booty bear.
Where's Harold? Harry.
So, in this
We have a treasure map now.
note, it says that the townspeople that ripped her from the fanatics, she calls them her heroes, capital H.
Yeah.
They are the Dawn Heroes.
And every time they found a soul fragment, it was bittersweet because they had to seal them away.
Yes, but that would mean that this girl is Dawn.
The little
What?
girl.
Yes.
Why would she?
If they are her heroes, the Dawn Heroes were the ones that saved her.
The heroes of Dawn.
Yes.
The one that Elseth tried to take the place of.
Yes. A young woman volunteered to replace the girl, which was Elseth. Which, if all of the Dawn Heroes are accounted for, we are knowledgeable of all of them. The only one that is unaccounted for is the one that I call a god. The one that I speak with and have spoken with.
She's one of the Dawn Heroes.
I think she is Dawn. She is the only one not in any of the writings. None of these lists.
A 13th hero.
I don't think she is the 13th hero. I think she is the one that they saved.
Like she's above.
Yeah,
Can
but
you-
didn't they say like in the note that like they flew her like as a banner?
Yes.
Because she is, for lack of a better word, like the queen, and then they serve
Yeah.
under her. So I mean,
Do you know where she is?
Somewhere in between, similar to here. Hiding.
Maybe
Can
you'll
you
get
reach
better
out to her?
service.
You've spoken with her before.
Yes. I am not certain how easy it will be for me to reach her. Last time that was done with the assistance of Arthur.
What did Arthur do to assist?
I don't 100% remember. It was when we did your ritual, which was forever ago.
It wasn't that Arthur helped. Arthur showed up.
Arthur
You
showed up.
said Arthur's name and Arthur
That's
appeared.
right.
That's right.
Also, you're correct. I missed a person. That's why one of the things is missing.
okay.
So if you can give me the piece of paper, I can write the last person down.
Gotcha. Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was intentional or not.
Yeah, no, that was just absolutely accidental. But it is Savros, the all-seeing.
Good.
An important one, like all of them. And they're in Noramoth, and then yes, the Herald.
It was the one place that I didn't have anything written on the
Yeah,
fucking
that's
map.
why. Like, yeah, literally, I'm like,
It's
oh
like,
wait a minute,
damn.
like why am I missing one? Like when I was doing it, it's because it's at literally like the page divide. But yeah, that would be obviously in the correct chronological alphabetical order. Thank you.
Ooh. So that would mean that she is that little girl.
Barry?
No,
Oh, you said Dawn.
yes.
So-
Yeah.
I'm Barry.
Are you,
Dawn's not here anymore.
she was here?
She was one of the people here, yeah.
You knew her?
No. Elf lady knew her.
Were all of them here?
All of who?
All of these people on this list.
What list?
The list that I showed you the names of.
No, Barry just recognizes Dawn. You
Yeah.
guys started talking about Dawn.
I'll read the other Dawn hero names.
Nope.
Just Dawn.
Nope.
Was it just her and the elf lady?
Like here?
Yes.
No. I mean, this is before Barry.
Oh, alright.
Barry
BB.
doesn't- Yeah.
But the elf lady talked about Dawn.
Yes.
That's how you know.
That.
Okay.
Barry.
What did she say about Dawn?
She had to go.
Oh,
Like, go on, get.
Dawn had to go,
Yeah.
and then how long? Do you know how long before Elf Lady left that Dawn left?
Before Barry.
Before Barry. Okay.
Long before Barry.
Long before Barry.
Barry never met Dawn. But Dawn's one of the only people Barry knows. Well, by name.
By
It's
name.
been talked about here.
Is the
Like-
list of people is the Dawn Heroes?
Huh?
That list of people are the Dawn Heroes?
No, we
Or
had
do we
got
have a
we
list?
we have a
It's in
list.
Discord.
Yeah, it's in
Okay,
Discord.
okay.
It's in one of the
It's right above the
yeah
here.
Elseth, Dumar, Durgan.
Gotcha.
And there's also descriptions that don't have names.
Okay.
Are you gonna send that map?
Oh, I sent it to the
you
Discord.
did?
Big Brain Prophecy. Got a treasure map.
Yep.
I just put the names in the items over top
Yeah.
of the places that they are.
So presumably there is a relic in each of these locations.
Mm-mm. Barry.
Did you take them?
Oh, I got them right here.
Did you find them?
Not that Barry found them. Those things are keys.
Keys
Keys?
to what?
To the thing in the place. Like a door. You gotta put the key in.
Which what
What thing in what
place?
place?
The thing in the place.
Is it a door in Felfar then?
What? No.
Where's
I mean-
the place? What direction?
So we need the Herald of Harmony to
No, we
Go
got
into
the
the-
Herald of Harmony.
to go into North. No, I don't
To
can't
get
read
into
this.
Noramoth.
Noramoth.
That.
What is a Herald of Harmony? Is it
Barry
a
doesn't
physical
understand.
object I can hold?
Probably.
Let's see.
That's how keys work.
Oh no.
So it's similar to how we got here.
Yeah, that. It's literally exactly that. Barry understands that much.
Barry, what is your belt? What is this key called? Your belt?
Belt.
No.
These
Champion.
What did
Belt.
Elf Lady call it?
Oh! The key to Whitehall.
Nothing else? Nothing fancy?
She probably said a fancy word, but Barry doesn't really remember too great.
Embercleave?
No. That's a weird belt name, man.
Yes, I know.
It's a
Leave my dick in half.
no. That's you got to wear it right.
Oh.
That's what the beak was for.
Is it the
Barry,
Yeah, I'm Barry.
is it?
what is your birth name Barry? Like, is it short for anything? Like, have they ever called you anything?
Not that Barry knows.
Okay.
Barry's always just been called. I mean, street boys called me Barry.
What did they call you before the street boys started calling you anything?
Nothing. There wasn't anybody that called me anything. I just kind of roamed around the alleys.
You didn't have like a necklace or anything with your name on it?
No.
Like a double tag.
Yeah, that's exactly like
Did
a
others-
symbol or a letter.
No.
Did anyone
Well, you don't-
interact with you
Right?
when you roamed the alleys?
Rats.
The alley and the alley.
And the alley boys.
He
Literally, he's talking about starting at level 1 killing rats.
Yeah.
That's his origin story.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm like,
From alley
They
boys to
kind of
alley
called me
rats.
the Rat Man for a while, but I'm more Rat Boy.
this is absolutely
Alley
me.
boys,
Just like,
alley rats, alley bears.
He literally farmed rats, guys. Barry,
Nothing more.
did they
He's just
did
memeing
they
on us.
did they call you Barry
Alley
while
bears.
like you said that these boys bullied you? Yes.
Yeah.
Did they like shove you into things and call you Barry while doing it?
Yeah.
Did they say that they were barricading you?
You got it.
Wait,
They would.
could you go back?
why?
They would barricade me in
They
places.
barricaded him. They would shove him into things.
It was just
and
bullying?
barricade him
Here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Shitty alley boys. That's why I had to farm the rats. Get stronger.
because here's my logic of thinking:
Beat
is
them up.
Barry sounds an awful lot like Harry, and Harry sounds like a nickname for Harold.
I'm the barreled.
The barrel to
Again, I'm
Barnaby.
literally picking at straws, but I'm like, maybe
It's the barrel to Barnaby.
He's the Harold. He's literally running around telling us stuff like a messenger
He's supposed
would.
to stay in Whitehall.
He's
It's
the
the
king of
last one on the
Whitehall.
list.
I know we're trying to uncover the secrets of
now I'm just straight metagaming. It's the last one on the list. And Barry.
Barry.
Do you know anything of the Herald? Is that
The Herald?
Yeah.
I don't know any heralds.
Okay.
The alley boys probably had names, but I didn't really give a shit. I just wanted to hit them.
What
Okay.
about Embercleave?
What about Embercleave?
Does
I
that
don't have it.
that's not okay.
Have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen any of these things you guys are talking about.
So we have a different problem, I think.
No, I haven't gone in the armory before.
Where's the
Where's the armory, Barry?
God. Just full of guns.
No, it's. I mean,
This is called a Tommy gun.
Shoot your eye out, kid.
We
Barry doesn't know how to get into the armory. They
Yeah, they
told
are.
Barry no.
Who told Barry no?
Elf lady. She was like, Barry, you can't ever go in the armory. There's things in there that would be a problem if you got.
and you
So
listen.
the same
good.
thing about the secret.
So
I'm
where's the
immediately
armory?
gonna look at Ethier and look at the key in his hand and look back at him.
He's not my aunt.
Well, the key.
His penis.
Key to the armor.
Could you show us where the armory is?
Barry doesn't know how to get to the armory. Barry's never been there. I was told about places that matter in the city, and Elf Lady was like, there's an armory, and you can't ever go in there.
Oh, it's not in the keep. It's in the city.
Yeah, it's somewhere in here. It's hidden. So Barry doesn't know.
I have a seeking suspicion it's probably not hidden. He just can't find it.
Wait, Ken, this is a
He just
city.
like slowly blinks one eye.
We could ask somebody else that
a
has
novel
lived
idea.
here for a longer period of time than Barry. We could, at any point, leave this keep and interact with other people.
Barry's
Feet are
doing
getting
his
cold.
best.
I would like to get some shoes.
There are
please.
librarians.
Yes.
Yeah, we need to find the
We
library.
could also talk
The
to,
keeper.
what's her name? The
Barkeep.
The tabaxi.
yes. Yes.
Prudence?
Prudence.
Prudence
No!
might.
Prudence.
No! No!
It is. It's Prudence.
I have Prudence.
Oh,
gonna
no,
terrorize
no.
That's probably unrelated.
Uh,
It's definitely related somehow.
That's a weird name to be using twice.
Barry?
We have another. Barry, you think these are keys? These items?
Mm-hmm.
And what would they unlock?
Mm-hmm. Doors?
We
No.
know someone who's collecting them and won't let them leave the city.
Hold on. Wait.
Or like,
And recently obtained another one.
maybe they're not like.
Wait, who's collecting? I'm sorry. Back up. I lost the thread there because I was somewhere else.
Welcome back.
You're hung up on barreled.
I don't know
No.
if we remember a certain elven couple that had a certain ring
Yes.
Yes.
that has recently been passed into the hands of
Evil man.
Other
someone.
Arthur.
Other Arthur.
Skin Arthur.
Yeah.
Yes, the objects are for sure being collected.
However,
If these are keys, that's the key to Elglatha.
so that means we can't get into Alglatha.
Is it the
What
key
means-
to Alglatha or is it the key to Destroying the thing that's there.
Destroying the thing that's there, releasing the thing that's there.
I don't think it destroys. I think these things were sealed away because they couldn't be destroyed.
No. Like
These objects
might
weren't
be a
sealed
part
away.
of.
No, the people were.
Like be a part of fighting it. I mean, and that's how you put it away.
I don't think you fight these. I think you just put them away.
Yes.
From the notes that we.
Barry said he was gonna fight God.
The first set of notes sounded like that it took a toll on their army to fight these things. I think sealing them away is the only option, unfortunately.
Yes, with the boundary stones.
Yes, if we go to one of these places and open them, it's not going to be good.
I think these things are keys to Terminus.
All of them?
Presumably, if that's where these things are stored.
I don't think we should go and open these places. I think it was wise for them to contain these things.
Yeah, but if they stay contained, isn't things just gonna stay the same way that they are?
I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. Outside this place, things are pretty good. Have you ever left this area? You ever gone south?
I've always been in the north. And it's always been terrible here.
You could leave any spring.
Why are you here then?
Yeah. If you hate it so much, why are you sticking around?
Well, I'm kind of stuck here now.
Well, then how do you expect us to leave?
Is that
Spring?
what they're destroying? The bounding
Seems like
stones?
far time away.
7 months, give or take.
Are these the names that are attributed to them?
I would assume so.
Barry.
To the Dawn Heroes, or
The note that we found in Empyrea talks about the bounding stones and that they need to have
Yeah, the true name of the soul within, presumably that.
those,
Yes.
Yes, it's
and
like
that they
a
can
fight
only
list.
be destroyed by the relics.
Yeah, like a
those.
fight list.
But
Gotta get geared
it
up.
also
and
says
go
that
kill 'em.
destroying them may be or will be dangerous.
Well, yeah, any fight's dangerous. It's just this time you're fighting something higher than a human.
am I misunderstanding? You're saying that these are the things that can take these guys down, the relics.
These are the things that can destroy the bounding stones.
Yeah.
We still don't know what these bounding stones do, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, if Barry said those are keys, presumably those things.
The key to destroying them.
Yeah, wasn't like Uriel like locked away in that fountain?
What did
Yes.
we...
I think we should probably go to the library, and hopefully there's someone there who understands this a little bit better than we do.
Yeah, I feel like we're grasping at straws. We have bits and pieces of...
Half of a tale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have a tail.
Barry.
So, Mogul mentioned that it had been 2 years, right, since they sent people here, or Iris came here,
For Iris being here,
or
Iris
the
is-
others, the kids.
So it's the kids. So the kids, it wasn't 2 years. The kids are, for him, I don't think I actually said whether or not he knew how long they'd been gone. For Iris, he knows that Iris has been gone. Here, like, she's been here for 300 years.
Right.
Like, she's been here a long fucking time.
But he said a year amount for him.
Yes. For Iris being gone from, obviously you know Renya, but for Iris having been gone from Renya, he said it's been like 15 years.
15 years for him.
Yes.
Okay. I was mistaken. All right.
So if Barry's been gone for 15 years, that's about 300 years.
So the one thing I will, this
Yeah.
feels a little unfair to say, but it's like, with time distillation, it would vary based on the point that you're leaving from. So if Whitehall is the interstice, which is the in-between, there's going to be a different time distillation from the other sphere. So if this one is here, Whitehall's in the middle, Fall is on the other side. Fall to here is going to be longer than Whitehall to here.
Right.
So
Yeah,
that-
I'm trying to figure out the
Yes.
equation here.
Yeah, like...
Trying to see where it falls on the interstellar map.
Effectively, yes. Like, that really is, like, what a lot of this has been, for me, like, you know, studied from is sci-fi and things like Interstellar for time distillation. Which, like, I don't want to make the game about the actual chronological, like, math equations of us figuring out a 1-to-1 year. That's why I'm saying, like, it's roughly, Whitehall is 1/100th of Oshuamp time. Fall is roughly 1/300th of Oshuamp time.
Putting theoretical and theoretical physics.
Correct. Yeah, again, like, I don't want this to feel like it's an academia session for us to, like, figure out. Yeah, like, I'm okay with giving that as a piece of information as the DM for just saying, like,
Okay.
here is the rough equation, because it's not going to be an exact.
Gotcha. Okay. Damn it, open. So, shall we go to the library? Maybe get Thariel some shoes? I don't know.
Yeah,
Yes.
and breakfast.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, we can get food on the way.
Maybe talk to Prudence.
We should definitely talk to Prudence.
I have
Yes.
a concern about Prudence.
Why?
She looks very familiar.
In what sense?
She's a cat lady.
We've met one other.
No, right?
The resemblance is there.
How many cats you been hanging out with?
Only one.
All of them.
For a day.
Like a day?
Yes.
Oh, you hardly even know 'em.
She was a child.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Knowing a child for a day is like,
I watched her get beheaded in front of a crowd.
oh, what an awful day.
It was not a great day.
Yeah,
It's my first day here.
Definitely a different child.
What's happening?
But like, if you're thinking that's her mom, who would just let their kid, like, you know, go get beheaded?
Maybe she
Her
snuck
mother
out.
is here.
She was doing okay on her own before we met her.
Guess there's only one way to find out.
I would say we're not bad luck, but
We knew the kid a few hours.
I wasn't there, so.
No.
yeah, but
Although I did meet you guys and then I died, so.
I mean, did you influence the child to do something?
I mean,
no. You got your pass stolen.
my pass was stolen by a kid in the street, and she tried to get it back for me, and things got a little.
She did murder another
Yeah,
child.
she.
He's a badass kid.
She murdered another child?
Slit throat.
I mean, did you ask the child to murder the
Child
child?
is a criminal.
Well, then I don't think it's your fault. I don't
She
think you
was
have
a
anything to do with that.
But she was trying to help.
I mean, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Just because she was trying to do a good thing does not make that your fault that something bad came of it. At least that's what I try and tell myself.
She was only a kid.
Which T. Hurdle book is that from?
It's actually written by T.U. Ordis.
Oh no.
Hide the Emperor.
Would it be T?
T.U. Ernest Turtis?
Say it'd be T.O.
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 Ordis.
Listen.
T.E. Erminus.
What
No!
what happened? Don't say that again.
That's the horror author.
What happened wasn't your fault. We don't need to
T.E. Erminus.
we don't need to bring it up to Prudence. Not right away.
Yes.
Maybe when we're
Barbados.
ready to leave.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so mean.
Yeah.
What
No,
would you
you're right.
have us do?
Not part ways and go, goodbye, your child is dead.
No.
We don't know that it's her child.
You say, I'm sorry, your child is dead. Goodbye.
That feels like what I said.
No, it might sound better when I say it, though.
Okay. I don't think so.
I do think that you are correct that the
relics are capable of destroying the boundary stones that these souls are trapped within.
These souls that we, based on one off this list, do not want to be released.
Yes. Presumably, these relics are going to be targeted.
They have been targeted. We know for a fact that the
Yes,
Heartstones
Arthur
were
has
keeping
taken
them
Yes.
in the city. That's what they were bounty hunters. Their bounty was to collect these relics that escaped from the hands of the inner sanctum.
Perhaps the souls within can be cleansed.
How hopeful.
I mean, Sethoriel was able to cleanse Nesgrim's soul.
Yes.
He could not do that to... He was not able to do that to Uriel.
Not at the time. We are not sure that he was in the state that he was at the time.
So, like, you guys saying we should go down there, open that thing up, and let Sethoriel just do his thing?
That's not
I
what
don't
I'm
think
saying.
it's that. No. I don't... What are we saying?
I don't know what
I'm
we're
saying we shouldn't mess with these artifacts or open these places.
I'm not saying we should or should not do anything.
I'm worried that someone
simply
else is
saying-
going to.
Probably.
Yeah.
Which is a problem.
And we know that Arthur or
Other Arthur?
Other Arthur has been collecting these relics.
We don't know how many he has.
We know he has at least one.
At least one.
Yeah, but he's collecting them for a bad means.
Yes.
Shouldn't we be collecting them for a good means?
What did Arthur give all of us?
Who?
What did Arthur give all of us? I got a ring of evasion.
I got a horn.
I got a sword.
What are they?
Bad vibes from his son.
It's a big sunlight sword.
I didn't get anything from him.
What did he give you?
You got the wings, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I guess I did. That's right.
I didn't
He didn't give me shit.
I can fly!
Oh yeah.
You got the...
I got the beaded necklace.
Yes.
That's let me save Nesgrim and wisp us away.
And then he gave...
That one
Nesgrim
seems
that.
pretty special. What is it called? Do you know what it is? Do you know the name of an item when you attune to it?
I think you
usually
can.
you do. Yeah, absolutely.
So,
A necklace of prayer beads.
necklace of prayer beads. So what's your horn?
Horn of blasting.
Horn of blasting.
Ages of Sacrifice.
That wings, really?
I think it's just wings of flying.
for her.
Yeah.
He has a
Sunblade.
Sunblade.
Okay.
Nesgrim
Okay.
got that
Version.
Dragon Slayer sword thing.
Correct.
He was,
Motherfucker.
he was so fucking turned on that. He loved it.
Mm-hmm.
I should have
want
stole it from him.
I want to know more
I
about
forget
this.
what Yalom got. He gave it to somebody else.
Yeah.
He got a... Yeah, he got a... Didn't he get a sword or something as well?
I believe so, yes.
It was a +1 sword of some kind.
Yeah, I modified it because, again, he uses a hexblade
Yeah,
weapon, so
summons-
I just
yeah.
wove it into it. So
Okay.
I want to know more about this goddess of winter.
Barry?
Barry, if you say your name again, Thariel will silence you.
Why do you keep saying Barry?
Oh,
It's my name.
it's my name.
You don't have to say it for him, boys.
Knew it was coming.
have to give
I
him the
just
answer.
knew it was gonna happen.
I don't really know how to interject in conversation, so I usually just say my name.
I'm gonna start ushering everyone down the stairs.
All right, goodbye.
Away from the... including Barry.
Where am I going?
Barry.
Actually, maybe I'll leave Barry here.
Okay.
Barry, do you want a nap?
Barry loves naps. Naps are the best.
What were you trying to interject by saying Barry, though, in that instance?
Oh, I forget now.
The goddess of winter.
That sounds really bad.
Why?
Because winter's like a season. How are you a goddess of a season?
Well, we also don't have goddesses here.
Wasn't
Not
there like a
anymore.
Lord of the Forest and fire and stuff?
Well, yeah, I get that. You could rule over a forest.
A goddess seems like a much bigger thing than a lord.
What?
To be called a goddess in a world that is quite openly
Godless.
godless.
At the time. It
I
is
get
currently.
the feeling that those are gods.
Yes. I think quite
They
literally
were god hunters.
They were gods.
I don't know about the term god.
Which would you prefer?
I mean, I have
Meta shaman,
Scary things.
Scary
I have
Terry.
in
Like, you
my
can't tell me, like,
notes something about the
good
Dawn
boy's a good
Heroes
name.
hunting the evil gods that remained after the good gods left.
Yeah.
I mean,
These are the evil gods, then?
What's the one? The Gilded Guardian? Does that sound like an evil god to you?
It
Possibly.
could
No, the
be.
Gilded Guardian was a thing. Yeah, it's Warden of the Grove.
That sounds kind of bad.
That's
Warden
Warden.
of the Grove,
Warden of the
a
Grove.
There's also
protector,
the
He's
mother
a
of
cop.
magic.
But
a
maybe
protector.
Oh!
I knew you hated nature.
there has to be balance. Perhaps some of them willingly went and some did not.
I mean, these are all hypotheticals, though.
I
Or
mean,
all of them willingly went. The note says that a willing soul must construct a gate to Terminus. But we know that things can be bound within that are not willing.
Wait, how many are there?
13? No, there should be more than that. 2, 3. No, that's 1, 2, 3.
It's 21.
21.
I still think the best thing we can do is probably head to a library and try and ask.
I think you're right.
yeah,
Someone
usher,
I'm gonna start,
usher
yeah,
people
making my way.
We're
downstairs.
walking.
Yeah.
It's,
Sure.
it's a
Whether
lot of
Barry
stairs.
follows us or not is up to Barry.
Barry. Barry's asleep.
All right, good for Barry. He needs rest.
We should be careful of who we speak about this to. This was kept in the secret room and was very secret and was supposed to stay very secret.
Ether, do you want me to hold on to the shit paper or do you have it?
Triple secret.
I have it.
Okay.
You can put it in your bag with the others.
I don't.
You could put them with the cursed objects, and
yeah,
whoever
with the
steals
other.
that
With the,
bag
well,
could...
I have the book. These are the list. Do you want me to put
Yes,
the list?
put the list with the...
God, why does it smell? Just shove that in there too.
Yeah, you guys descend the steps, and I'm assuming return back to the open area outside of the key.
I'll look for a shoe store. Like a cobbler or something.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of your vicinity, you can see the tavern that you were previously at. You see the exterior, like, you know, the pit outside of it.
We see an armory as well.
Nope.
Damn.
I mean, you would
I
see
tried.
that there's, you know, again, this is not like an enormous area, and the shops are all, like, modest sized. You would definitely see that there's a blacksmith nearby. You would see, no, like, cobbler or anything like that. Nobody devoted to shoemaking.
There's no
Wear
Louis
shoes
Vuitton
around
out here?
Yeah,
What
no,
is this?
Sorry.
There's no Bill Schumann out here?
Mr. Shoemaker?
Pay less.
Mhm.
No kids for kids.
Fine leather?
Yeah, I mean, you would see that there's another shop that looks like it deals with jewels and small trinkets and things like that. You would see that there is, in the distance, somebody that looks like he's working with stone, like a stone cutter. You would also see that there is another shop that is clearly labeled like an herbalist, and then you would see an alchemist, and then, yeah, sure, fuck it, we'll just say that, like, you guys are meandering around, and you see a big fucking, you're familiar enough with libraries, you would recognize a building that looks like it's a 2-story library.
That's a library.
Yep.
You can tell just by looking at
A
it.
couple 100 feet away. Yeah, it's a fucking, like, long, you know, row house style building that
They
looks
need
like
a
it's
lot
got
of room.
a dick load of windows.
Books are big.
It's really impressive.
That's a dick load of windows.
What's the first shop you said we saw? Is the blacksmith?
Blacksmith.
Poke my head in the blacksmith shop.
Cool. You see that there's an elven woman there with long blonde hair. Just looks like she is currently, you know, admiring like a long sword that she has pulled off of a rack.
Did you make that yourself?
No.
Sorry, I'm kind of new to this area. I
What?
hit my head. I'm trying
You-
to get acclimated to everything going on around here.
You are new to Whitehall?
No, I
Make a deception.
God damn it!
Fuck.
I'm sorry.
Does she see any of the odd characters standing behind Ariel? Like
my
the Green Man, the Eladrin, the Dog Man.
Like, she was kind of wrapped up in her
The man with
business
the metal
just
legs.
looking at
Yeah.
this, but here's this. Yeah, no,
The
you're
shadow
gonna make
elf.
a glorious deception
With
check now.
bones. Just all over.
Nat 20.
Yeah, she turns and looks and just sees you covered like head to toe in very, very strange garb. And you're like, I hit my head. And she's like, Okay, I'm assuming that like a child or something put you up to this ruse, but whoever you are under there, what do you want?
Jesus. I made a deal with Barry, and
With Barry?
yes, and he happened to
What do you mean a deal? Where is Barry?
he's
Did he come
taking
with
a nap.
us?
No, he's not with you.
Okay.
Yeah, he's currently sleeping. He
Barry's back?
he was
Yeah.
in the pits for a little bit and then
Oh,
decided
I wasn't
to
there.
either way.
It's loud with the hammering.
I can imagine. And I
Bank!
Barry.
just kind of indicate to my barefootedness.
You don't have shoes.
Yes, I'm hoping you could help me find someone that could possibly sell me a pair of shoes.
I could sell you a pair of my boots, I guess.
Yeah, if you would be so inclined.
I mean, certainly I do. I guess, there's not really a cobbler here. I can do my best. I mean, I do have extra pairs.
At that, whatever you feel comfortable.
Sure, give me a moment, I guess. And she just, walks off, to like a small little door. Strangest fucking day.
I turn around
Is
to you
everyone
guys.
else-
I just realized I don't have any money.
What
Are
do
we
you?
gonna screw up their economy by buying stuff from them?
Let's
We're
not
not
get
buying
into
a home, I
Are we
just-
really going to get into economics after the conversation we
One
had?
single pair of
We're gonna
boots.
cause like inflation.
Cost of boots is skyrocketing.
I get the
I've not sold a pair in 800 years.
I get the feeling they barter here.
Yeah, I mean, she, like, a moment or so later just comes out with a very simple pair of, like, black leather boots. And look a little old, like, stretched out. You can definitely see some wrinkles in the leather. These are
Those are fine.
probably around your size.
I appreciate it.
What
I thought I picked
do
it up.
you give me for the boots?
Is there anything you need?
I've not traded for something as simple as boots before. So something minor would be fine. I do have an appreciation, obviously, for weaponry and things of that nature.
Would you be interested in a...
Who are you?
Hi.
I'm trying to give it the dagger. What?
Just the sacrificial one?
The obsidian. Who are you?
My name
Take
is
it.
Ethan.
Take it!
How did you get here?
coded. It's
I was
protected.
standing
There,
behind
It's
her.
safe now.
He also hit his
Apologies.
What? All right.
Would you be interested in weaponry sculpted from bones instead of metal?
No,
All right. Said you liked weapons.
I'm a blacksmith. I work with metals.
All right. Apologies.
Very strange people.
how
You're not from here.
I have a dagger.
Sure, I'll take
Give me
that.
all your money.
Money?
No, I'm just kidding.
I'll take the dagger for the boots.
Okay.
Thank you. And she offers the boots to you.
Thank you.
Who are you under there?
Friend of Barry's.
So Barry's back,
Yes.
Yes.
and you're all
Very yellow.
just here now?
For now.
For now.
Okay. This is rather unnatural for Whitehall.
Unnatural?
Yes, we don't get visitors. It's just us.
But Barry comes and goes.
Barry's not been back in a very long time.
Do you want Barry here?
Barry's supposed to be here. Everyone knows that.
That's not what I asked.
I mean, none of us really care for Barry. He doesn't really do much. He's not been here.
That
in
was
15
obvious from his
years.
childhood stories.
Oh. Well, I mean, again, I haven't really seen Barry in 15 years since he fought some strange man.
Other
Disappeared.
Barry.
Strange man?
Yes, he was wearing a white robe and they punched each other for days on end.
The bald man with the little beard?
Yes, it disrupted the entire flow of
Oh
Whitehall.
my god, is it One Punch Man? What the fuck?
I'm sorry, I don't think I caught your name.
You didn't ask?
I'm-
It's incredibly rude.
I'm asking now.
Well, that's why I asked who you were, and you denied your identity to
You
me.
didn't ask my name specifically.
I said, who are you?
You said, "Who are you under there?"
Yes.
Such hospitality.
Genuinely, that normally means a name.
Yes, I'm a very...
Very odd way of asking, but my name is Thariel. Who are you?
My name's Evelyn. Does that help you in any way? Like, I'm very confused. Like, you're strangers in Whitehall. You do not understand how unorthodox this is.
This woman scares me.
You scare me!
I think we are the scary ones.
There are 5 strangers in my shop that I've owned for hundreds of
You're
years.
scaring me. I'm gonna need you to stop yelling.
Hundreds of years.
Yes.
Does she look old or?
Yeah, I mean, for like an elven woman, she doesn't look like crazy old, but she looks middle-aged for an elven woman.
Okay.
So you're saying the last time Barry came, he did not bring anybody with him?
No. Well, the man that he fought.
He brought the man with
Yes.
him?
The man inquired. The man inquired about the place, and Barry
and kicked him out.
Barry brought him back here for some reason, and they battled again for days, and it ruined most of the city.
Oh my god.
It took us months to do reparation work on the walls.
Was it a like a friendly spar, or were they?
No, other people were killed in
No,
the
I
battle.
mean like between the battle of the berries, were they?
No,
did they seem
again,
hostile?
yes, very angry and vehement towards one another. Other people died from the recourse of their battle.
Do you remember how it started?
Barry said, "No, I'm Barry," and then he hit him.
So on par.
I'm Barry. That's why it's so important. So important that nobody else is named Barry.
That's why there's a fucking contract.
That's why he keeps saying, "I'm Barry."
That's why. That's
I'm
why
the only
NDA.
Barry.
That's why NDA. This is the answers I was looking for.
Everything makes more sense now.
I get it.
See, the other thing... I'll talk about this when we're away from
What?
outside.
Thank you so much for
Apologies.
your help.
Thank you.
Question. I heard
Yes,
something of an armory.
No, this is a blacksmith.
No, I know, but is there an armory in Whitehall?
No.
Okay.
Was there?
No. Not that I know of.
So
I'm the only person that really sells metallic goods here.
It's elsewhere.
Weaponry or armors, but I don't think I'm classified as an armory. I have a few swords and other simple weapons.
An armorer.
Yes, you could call me an armorer.
Yeah.
What exactly are you making weapons for?
To pass the time.
Okay.
I'm devilishly bored. I've lived here for hundreds of years with no outsiders and nothing to do.
Fair enough.
So I craft.
What are the quality of the
They
weapons?
would look really good.
like
incredibly
like
artisanal
castle
quality.
forged. Like,
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
I don't have anything good to trade.
Apologies for disrupting you and for our presence being concerning.
Well, yes, again, like you must understand, it's been hundreds of years since Whitehall has had an outsider. That is obviously troublesome, but you're saying you're here with Barry, so
Yes.
Barry's back, and that obviously usually means bad things for Whitehall, so
Well, I can assure you that none of us are named Barry, so...
Oh no, that's terrific news. It would be an enormous problem if anyone here was named Barry. He would have killed you. It's this weird thing about his name.
There can only be
Why
one.
is he so obsessed with his name?
You saw that
Put
he
a pin
had.
in that.
Because they had to barricade him.
Look. Very proud of
Well, it was very nice meeting you, Evelyn. We'll be out of your shop now.
You as well. Have a wonderful stay in Whitehall for however long you're here. Are you living here?
No.
Is there any property for sale?
Right here.
Felix
No, I mean,
Felix is a mogul.
There's not really been any vacancies within Whitehall ever.
Any bathhouses.
Oh, there might be a couple.
No one has died?
At least one.
Well, no, people have died, but
Nobody's
People-
been born?
No, people have been born. I mean, we do have progeny here. We are living, I guess you could say. It's hard to really quantify this as a life. Haha.
Aren't you afraid that you're gonna at some point run out of room for people?
It's not really like the birth rate is that high.
Okay.
People are I
Sad.
don't know. Well, sad, yes. That's a very simple way to describe the imprisonment we've all obviously been thrust into.
I'm gonna slowly start backing out of the shop.
Yep. Sure.
I'm very sorry.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate the sympathy. Enjoy your time within Whitehall. There's not really much to see or do. We're just here.
Thank you for the boots.
You're very welcome.
We walk out.
Mm-hmm.
If we ever return to Whitehall, is there anything that you would want from
Beyond?
the outside?
I don't know what the outside is. I've never left.
Yeah? Maybe I'll bring you something if we ever come back.
Certainly. I would appreciate that very much. Anything.
I'm gonna get her a bed.
What kind of bed?
Like a bird.
You said a pen for a second? I was like, that's rude. I'm sure they have
There are
fragments here.
animals
I thought you said a
I
bed.
know, but if we get her a pet, the
Sure,
pet's
it
gonna
sits on
stay
the
alive
floor.
forever.
What about an owlbear?
I bring her a dog. Blind death.
This dog is gonna haunt me for the rest of my life.
Oh, fuck. In my mind, it's the owlbear still pulled out a gun and put him down. I can't. I only see it that way now.
I'm sorry.
And it was owlbear size, not human size.
The dog just, I am just in a cycle forevermore.
I come back as different animals.
So turtle this time.
Once we step outside, the only other person that we have seen repeating their name multiple times is Arthur, trying to maintain control of himself.
Yeah,
You're right.
I had a similar thought about that earlier back in the castle.
Was Barry fighting himself?
Well, maybe.
Well, there were definitely two people, but perhaps that was a spiritual manifestation as a result of coming here.
Maybe he didn't bring somebody here. Maybe there was like somebody tagging along with him, and they split when they came through the door.
I would like to think to myself,
Help!
Are you there? I didn't notice anyone else arrive with us.
Correct.
Yeah, I would just say, are you there?
No.
Silence.
Like, have you tried looking at Barry with the eye in here?
No, we did outside, and he was just normal Barry, but
That was just normal air.
yeah.
This is a different kind of place.
It is a little stale in here.
It is. It smells like soup.
Smells like shit. First
I don't
off.
like it.
Well, that's
No, that's just
about your
Felix.
boot. That's your boots.
That's just Felix.
I
It's
don't.
definitely Felix.
I don't smell bad.
It's up the
You
bag.
smell like human feces.
Perhaps we should check out the library. Their reading material is going to be older, as they do not have access to things from the outside, which means there might be things in here that have been purged from out there.
Yeah.
There
Like
might be information from when this was split.
Like if there was a library in Empyrea and any of it got out too.
We
It was
also
likely purged, but
Is there an
yes.
age in recent history of book burning
Hmm?
in Ulm?
Not in Ulm. No, there would not have been book burnings in Ulm.
What,
Okay.
Is that the name of a place?
Hmm.
Yes.
Sounds very close to O.
It's sense that it starts with the same letter.
Yeah,
Yes.
but there's only 2 letters after
The
it.
city where my parents met.
Just like Oshuamp.
Ogma.
They're all connected.
They're all connected.
Okay,
Oh, he said it.
I was just thinking aloud. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, I don't know, trigger your insanity.
Again,
Look! Just like trace runes.
Oh god, I've been sitting in the seat too long.
Okay.
The orcs are black. The bones are black. Or no, the orcs are white and the bones are white.
We can go to the library and we'll find you a nice picture book, Ratora.
Don, your PP's pretty high.
Incredibly
Incredibly high.
large.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that you guys are standing out here for a moment outside the blacksmith and, like,
As Ratora has a breakdown.
yeah, like we're conversing about random stuff, and I mean, there would be an individual walking over to the blacksmith and kind of like halts maybe 10 to 15 feet away when he sees that there's a strange gathering of individuals that he's not recognized.
We're loitering, eh?
Yeah, you guys are loitering. It's a human man. He looks pretty fucking old. Think Santa Claus.
Okay.
So I mean, in his 70s, fluffy white hair, big circular
Thick.
like.
Does
coat-
Ether have a
coat glasses.
reaction?
Yeah,
Being an escaped
pretty
elf.
fucking thick. I mean, he's not wearing like Santa clothes. He's wearing
Alright.
commoner's clothes, but like he's a big jolly old,
Red
human
shirt?
man.
Red shirt?
No, it'd be neutral colors. Yeah,
Red.
but I mean, he just kind of like hobbles over and stops about 15 feet. Are you folks going to be much longer? I need to get by.
No, I am terribly sorry. I'll step out of the way.
Oh, thank you. And he just hobbles on his cane and
Can
steps
I-
inside.
Could we help you with something, sir?
Your blacksmiths?
No, but
Ether, please.
just-
Ether.
Is he bald?
No, he's got like
Okay.
fluffy, like Tim Allen Santa Claus hair. So like poofy white hair.
just if you needed assistance carrying anything heavy.
Heavy?
Yes, you are going into a blacksmith. Things made of metal are generally heavy.
Oh, I'm not buying. Just trying to say hello to Evelyn.
All right, apologies.
Shuffles inside.
Let's go to the library.
All right.
Leave the old man alone. Stop looking at me like that. Leave him alone. He's not buying anything.
It's just an old man.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, if you pause for a moment and like grinchly listen and just stop, you would just hear like
I'm gonna throw something at you.
Evelyn,
You hold your horn up so you can hear it.
and you would just hear her voice once again, just kind of echo out like, "Oh, hello. How was your day? Boring as always. No new patrons? Never anything new in Whitehall. No, I know, but it's where we are. Mm-hmm. How was your day? There were 5 new people. The rapscallions outside loitering.
Yo, these people suck.
Do you need me to show them the door? No, of course not. They
We're already
were,
outside. We've got the key. We'll just get back in.
It's
were-
right there.
they were a little strange, but, they're here with Barry. Barry's back. Oh,
They were chanting
no.
his name in the streets.
He's a mostly deaf old man.
I'm 100% locking Barry in the Whitehall.
Oh,
Leaving him
boy.
here.
I love that half the city is like, yeah, Barry. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Hopefully I don't have to repair the door again.
He does.
Dear me.
Maybe he runs a bar.
Dear Evelyn,
He said something about fixing the door.
there's not anyone
he's a
that
boy.
it seems like he's going to fight this time, so we should be fine.
Guys, we could fight Barry.
Thankfully. I hope so.
We're
Do
becoming.
you mind if I sit and enjoy some tea again? Every day's the same here. You can always sit and we'll have some tea. You just hear the scraping of like a wood chair on the floor inside. Just, thank you. Woof.
All right, yeah, keep on.
Okay. going in the direction of the library?
Yes.
Okay, sure, absolutely.
No, you guys are so nosy.
A couple hundred feet away, you guys make your
nice.
way past the tavern, going towards like a southeasterly direction. Again, it's maybe like 100 feet in length, so like it's a pretty decently sized building. Yeah, I mean simple oak doors. I'm assuming you guys just step inside.
Yeah.
There's nothing obstructing you guys, nobody intervening in your path. You step in, and it seems like a very simple library where there is a small oaken desk. There is a red dragonborn man standing behind in some nice, green and silver robes. Yeah. And just, thin, like, circular glasses, and he's just looking down at, what would look to us like a registry for when you take out a book. He's just looking at it. It seems like he's very absent-minded, just not really doing much of anything. He's just kind of lost in thought. Doesn't really react when he hears the door open. There are 2 alleyways behind him, so like walkways that have bookcases on either side that look like they go back the entire length of the building behind him. And he's just staring, just...
Good afternoon.
Hogue! What?
Hello.
Oh my god. What do you want?
We just wanted to peruse the library.
The library?
Yes.
The building we're in?
Yes. All right. What do we do again?
Can we check any books out?
No.
This isn't a library.
You may check out books. They must do something.
Do we need to sign up for a library card?
That you must
Usually we have to return them after.
that as well. Oh, there are so many steps.
We can keep these books for so
No, please. Welcome, library. You may have time to look for a book.
Is this Yoda?
So as he's going on, I'm gonna look. Are the sections labeled?
Yeah,
They're-
absolutely.
Like, okay.
No, they're not like that. I mean,
Okay.
The O section is just a whole
It is all. Books have just been
Sir, there's
deleted.
no books here. The abyss.
The restricted section.
You must not read from the book.
Is it just behind a curtain?
there would absolutely be. I mean, again, in terms of like a medieval library.
What'd you
Is it following
say?
the Dewey Decimal System?
What did Don say?
No, that's the X
Jill said
section.
there was a somebody behind a curtain, and I was like, yeah, there's just a shadow.
Restricted section. She said, "Is there a curtain out there?" And I just see
The smut section.
No, please, adult books.
That's why the Dragonborn was so flustered.
Sorry.
Oh, my rums.
Usually people are walking in here.
Oh shit! That's why he's just.
Oh yeah. No, as you guys start walking, the red fades. It's not blushing anymore. Oh, deep breaths. Oh.
He's got silver.
He's got human skin.
Flesh of a dragon.
That's so good. Skin dolphin. Oh my god! No, don't say skin dolphin. I'll regret asking that question every goddamn day.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god! He's rubbed all his scales off.
Oh my God.
It's hot in here. Oh.
Really bored.
It looks like a bird when they lose all of their feathers.
Okay, so we're.
It only happens once every 300 years, and you decided to come in today.
You ruined my moment.
Oh my god!
Don't say anything about it.
He remains a red dragonborn.
Okay.
Oh, you sure?
Yes.
Flesh-colored Dragonborn.
I would say that, like, as you start to go through the opening sections, like, predominantly it seems like the one side is fictitious books, the other side is non-fictitious books. So, like, as you go to literally just, like, the first bookshelf on the bookcase for the left side for the fiction side, you would just see, it would sound, again, like, not T.U. Wordle sounding like smut book names, but it would just be, like, you know, the Prince and the Pauper, like, generic sounding fiction style fantasy titles and things like that.
Dog and the owlbear.
Yeah, the blind dog, the blind deaf dog and the owlbear part 2.
I immediately grab anything to do with the owlbear and the dog, and I bring it to Vorst.
Leave me alone! I can't read!
Snap that off.
Yeah, there's a book on the dog and the owlbear.
Yep, I get that one, and I get part 2.
Yep, 2 parts.
Is there a part 3?
Nope, that book is suspiciously missing.
No,
on the
I'm
bookshelf.
asking the Dragonborn.
What?
Is there a part 3?
My God! Oh, what?
Please close your robe.
Oh! Sorry, I forget how tall I am. It's busy.
Is there a part? I'm gonna look down at what he's staring at.
Yeah, the registry of books.
So there's not another book. He's not looking at a book.
No, he's looking at like an open book that would look like for where you're supposed to check books out.
Who has part 3?
Oh no. They didn't write their name down. I forgot to ask them.
Do you remember what they look like?
It's been years.
Is it Barry?
No, Barry doesn't read.
All right, I'll give Vorst these 2 books.
I'll never know how it is.
Look, they wrote him down.
He can't read. That's so rude.
I thought he could read. I thought it was a joke.
Wait, can you read? You said you couldn't. I wasn't sure. I don't want to assume.
I can teach you how to read.
Fuck you guys. I'm gonna sit in the corner.
Yeah, there's a little like circular table
I'm gonna
with
sit
like
in
a
the
little...
like the kids.
That's what I'm saying. There's absolutely a little kids reading corner, like a little book
Oh,
nook.
like a froggy chair.
Yeah, 100%. There's a little froggy chair.
Vorst, please, I can help you if you really
Fuck
can.
yourself.
Is that
Where's the book's upside down? Come on.
Not gonna get me with that one.
No, really, it's upside down.
No, it's not.
Did you all need help? Are you looking for anything in particular?
I'm
What you were supposed to ask.
looking for very old books talking about more ancient history.
Ancient?
Old history.
Oh, all right. About any subject in particular?
If you have anything on
Heroes.
heroes, gods.
Gods!
Yes.
Why did you say the G
Devils.
word?
Don't forget about devils.
Devils.
Devils!
Demons.
Spirits.
Witches.
Spirits.
Oh, there's some good ones about witches.
Okay,
Those are
like
usually
some
in the
famous
fiction
ones.
side.
Yeah. Oh, the fiction side.
Oh, yes, they get very rambunctious.
What the fuck are you talking about?
What?
On a scale of 1 to rambunctious.
I tell you, there's been some good books on those witches.
With like what?
greasy
The
cauldron?
witch without the wardrobe? Is that?
You're an avid reader, I can tell. Oh,
Oh my god.
check
You
that
gotta
one
add that
myself
to
out a
the-
few times.
to the list of the fictitious books in these D&D worlds that we have.
Oh my god. So the book's
Devils
on the
and demons, though.
Devils.
What about them?
Just
We're just really into history. If you could just point us to the oldest
yes.
thing you have.
yes.
Oh my, that will be at the very back of the catalog. These are done by chronological order.
Oh, perfect.
So straight all the way back.
You're not allowed there.
Can I see it?
I mean, it's 100 feet away. It's pretty well lit in here. You'd be able to see that there's definitively just like...
Was there like a little gate or something blocking?
No, there's nothing blocking it.
Oh,
Well, why are we not allowed there?
just gonna start walking.
I don't know who you are. You've not registered with the library.
Oh,
Oh, we're
Oh,
friends of...
of course.
Sorry.
We can
I
register.
just need you to write your name down in the registry, please.
We can
Of
do
course.
Yeah.
Don't write Barry.
I was gonna write not Barry, but okay.
that. That's everyone.
I'll just write Felix.
Thank you. Felix. It's a handsome name, sir.
Thank you.
Is anyone else checking out a book?
All right. Ritora.
Demon Caller? Why would you write that in the book?
It's not orcish.
It's not wrong.
Oh,
I am an
Elven.
Elven.
Oh, it makes much more sense
Yes.
with how you appear. You do appear to be an elf. You are
Yes.
not a demon caller.
I'm not. No.
Ether, did you ever?
Well, all
Ether,
right.
did you
Wait, I
ever?
thought-
Did you ever?
Wasn't
Picture?
what? Wasn't that Orc's
Did
name?
you?
I
Yep.
think so.
Demon Caller?
Mm-hmm.
Is his name
I don't
also
think you did.
Ritora?
No, his name is Phil.
Phil.
Not everybody. We didn't have enough.
But he also said that my name means demon caller,
Oh,
so this
busy
is
peeping.
Is
concerning.
anyone else?
I'll stand up from the kids' table and walk over and
For children's books, you
scribble my name down.
don't need to write your name, but thank you. It's good to meet you. Would you write down your genuine name? Borscht?
I'm just gonna go back and keep reading my book.
I would like
do you have to roll
as well.
deception for saying that you're reading?
Here you are.
I would like to look at the other names in the book
If it
and
is
see if
held
there's
to
anything
14,
that
thank
stick
you.
out specifically.
Sure, absolutely. Make an investigation check.
Very intelligent.
Barry.
You said you can't read. Your signature was ridiculous.
Yeah, because I was worried about signing a contract that I didn't know in a weird city that's on a demi-plane.
Yeah,
Forgive
I would
me.
say
We-
with a
we checked it.
quickish glance of like thousands of names, like this would look like. Obviously, I can't do it, but like the tiniest like scribbling writing for
Yeah,
names
sure.
and shit like that.
Okay. Is there one page of names or is it like a huge book?
It looks like it's a scroll that he's continuing to like unfurl within a book binding.
Okay, so I can't see like what the first name is.
No.
Because it's okay. Sure. Yeah, I'll write my name.
Eve here,
Yes.
right? And is this a witch? Did you bring a witch in here?
Unfortunately, yes.
Oh, my. I've never seen one in person before.
What is your name?
Hello!
This one clearly has a wardrobe. Interesting. Usually they're not so heavily clad.
Have you said you've never met any witches?
Oh, no, not in person.
Just talking
There
about
are
the
no-
book.
There are no witches in Whitehall. That's a good book title.
It
for
is a
witches.
I just snatched the pen and just jot my name down and just drop it.
Demon Caller.
No.
That one's.
Oh, what a witchly name.
It is kind of a witchly name.
Little wretch.
yeah. Yeah.
That's sad.
I'm sorry, I don't think we caught your name.
No one asked.
I
me
did.
asking.
to ask.
Yes, I did.
You did?
You were talking about the witch
Oh,
at the time.
Oh, forgive me. I get a bit distracted whenever those things come up. My name is Doran.
Doran.
Doran?
Doran.
Could you spell that?
Doran.
Do we know that name?
Yeah, it's DJ's real name.
Well,
Spelled differently.
It's not
but-
how it's spelled, but
What a stupid name.
Don't say that to him!
It's too late for me. Take
Ether, save him!
your breast switches.
Right now!
You gotta call
Sweet
him
bosom
Doreen.
fate.
Here, I have a diamond. It's in this belt.
You gotta call him Doreen.
I am. Gonna...
Thank you very much, sir.
Oh, forgive me.
What is the origin of your name?
You mean in terms of what language?
Yes.
Primordial.
What does it mean?
For you, it would mean red.
Just call him Red.
Speak primordial.
Green.
Yeah.
Green.
He got you. He has your number now.
how do you say green in primordial?
No,
Felix.
Felix.
Sarah.
Damn it. Green gray.
Primordial. That's Terran. That's Terran.
Doran, yeah.
That's my fucking hysterical.
That's horrible! I am cursed!
Wait, what was it? His name means green in
Gray.
primordial, so his name is Green Gray.
Oh,
No, Gray means Felix. Actually. His actual name
Green
is
Felix.
Yes, Green Felix. But his name is Felix Gray. It's very weird.
Jordan, would you mind,
Shit.
if we
you
don't,
need an escort? Or,
if you would be so inclined.
of course, I'd be happy to escort you. You need book.
Yes.
Yes, follow me this way, everyone.
Thank you.
I must make sure this is extra tight. Oh, the blood flow. Oh, boy.
I just turned back to the gang. I've played this game before. I know how this goes.
Oh, have you?
Hey,
Oh, have you?
let's relax with the eavesdropping,
Yep.
Big Red. All right.
Oh, sorry. Big ears. I don't have big ears.
I was about to say, do you even have ears?
These got just like holes. Forgive me. I'll work on it. Right this way, though. You're looking for the oldest books that I've got.
Yes.
Yeah, no, and he starts walking you back this singular pathway. It's only a few feet in width, so like you guys do kind of have to travel single file. Forrest is, I'm assuming, left up front still reading the children's book.
And read.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to be up front.
I'm reading.
Yeah, that's fine. Are you just ask him to
Yeah, you
escort
just
you?
asked-
Are you
Yes.
setting him on his way and then not following?
No, I am. Oh,
Okay.
you're saying staying up front at the library. I
Yes.
thought you meant like in terms of who's in a single file. I'm like, why is Forrest leading the
No,
way?
he's remaining at the front of
Okay.
the library. You would be right behind
Okay.
Doran as he's walking with his
Get
silver
your
and
own
green,
librarian, buddy.
robes. He moves pretty slowly. Like he's only going, like 5 to 10 feet every 6 seconds. So he's just hobbling also along on like an old drift cane.
Let's pull out the horn blasting. Move it!
Where are you all from? I'm from here, of course.
I am from, most recently, Oshuamp.
Mausoleum? What?
Is that what
Ooh.
Oshuamp means?
No, I thought you said Mausoleum Oshuamp.
No, most recently, Oshuamp.
Oh, most recently. That makes
Yes.
much more sense.
Yes.
Oh, very good, very good.
Yes. As are all of us, most recently, Oshuamp.
Oh, terrible city.
Yes.
Terrible.
That's true.
It's not pleasant.
No, awful, I've heard.
I might say
How-
not great.
What have you heard, and how recently have you heard?
Oh,
Not recently, I would assume.
no, there are some books about Oshuamp.
Oh, are those where we're going?
Well, they're a bit before that, perhaps a case or so back from the beginning of time.
The beginning of time.
Well, not so. I suppose time is a bit of an embellishment. We don't have anything from that far back. We have things from the Dawn War.
Oh,
Definitely interested in that.
Did he say dog war?
No. Forgive me, sir.
Dawn!
Those will be in the fiction section. We've got bark, not bite, and bite, not bark. They're my two
Do you have
brothers.
bite me?
Oh, yes, that's the other brother.
Do you have the Bark Knight?
You know of the series?
Bark bite first
Oh
off.
yeah,
Oh,
the
the
Bark
Bark
Knight
Knight.
Rises
Bark
is
bite.
really good.
It's Bark bite.
Yes, those are some of the children's favorite serialized books. You should find them in the fiction section. Where were we? Something about dogs?
Very old history, the Dawn Heroes.
Dawn Heroes.
And Oshuamp history.
Oshuamp history.
Yes.
2 different sections.
The oldest book for now.
Yes, we'll
though.
start with
Oldest book for
and
now.
and the witch without the wardrobe.
No, we don't need
Which
that
was,
one.
that's the other side.
All right, we'll
collect
go
that
we'll go
after.
back.
They're in the back on that side. We don't want them too close to the front that children might see. Well, and he gets, through about like 8 or 9 bookcases, then he stops and he just halts at a bookcase that obviously would be like 3 shelves in height. Very like old wooden, like how we've got here with the not straight line beveled edges and stuff. But it would look like it should be a full bookcase. There's like 2 toppled over books on the top shelf, nothing else on the long top shelf. Again, like this width. It would look very dusty, like kind of cobweb. middle shelf would have 1 book, and then the bottom shelf would have 3 books. I probably should have been cleaning back here more frequently, but no one's asked for old books in ever, now that I think about it.
Are the
that I
spines
know of.
labeled?
No, they would look like how, like the leather-bound journals, like, yeah, they would just look like decorative on the sides and bound with string and stuff.
You said there's about 5 of them?
Yep, 5 in total.
Alright, we should each grab a book then. See what we can find.
Start skimming.
Okay.
Is there one in particular that you would point us to?
I've not read any of these.
Oh.
I just know
will
these are the old books.
Pick the dustiest one.
Yeah. And go to like the bottom shelf.
Mystic
and
hand
grab
it
one
to
of them.
myself.
What the fuck? The book is flying.
Oh, be careful,
dear.
be careful. And I'll
I
catch
just
it.
like whisper in his ear, he's also a magician. A witch, one might say.
Is he?
I start to
Yes.
open the extremely dusty book. I'm not a witch.
Oh,
He's a witch.
Nope,
Why?
not a witch. Not a wizard either.
wizard?
A witch in hiding.
Witch in hiding?
That's another one.
You're all saying very strange things.
You haven't read that one, The Witch in Hiding.
Stop, please. You're confusing me.
No. I don't recall that one.
Just grab another book.
Magician? Oh, dear me.
I'm gonna cast
Yep.
message to Felix.
You do magics?
I can, yes.
My god. Like, what? Like that?
Yeah, like that.
That's impressive.
Many of us are magical.
What?
I perform holy magic.
Holy?
Yes.
I do this as he says holy.
Holy?
Mostly healing and
Can heal?
yes.
What can you heal? Can you undo the ravages of time?
Yup.
I would really
He's
like to
got
be a bit
ED.
more,
He's Scotty D.
bit of my vitality's gone in my old age.
Libido is just on the floor.
Could you have like a salve that you rub?
No. No.
I don't understand how magic works. That man's making a book fly.
Yes. No. If I could.
Could you make...
A
Well,
pillow.
I don't want it to fly away. That would be a problem.
Build the
I-
variety if you wouldn't
I've
mind.
never been around magic before.
That is all right. Does no one here do magic?
No.
Ether, have you done magic since we got here?
I guess I should clarify. Nansa did magic.
Ananta did, yes.
You know Anansa?
Oh, she's not been here in some time.
What do you know of her?
Very lovely elven woman. She predates me a bit, but I've heard other older people here talk about her. She seemed quite nice.
Do you know of her father?
No,
And why did she leave?
I do not know. I believe people have said that it was her time to pass, and she wished to pass peacefully outdoors. She didn't want to stay cooped up in Whitehall all her days.
Hmm.
Who let her leave?
Let her. She was like the leader of Whitehall. That was her decision to make.
Was she a wizard?
Wizard?
Did she use books to
Use
cast
books?
magic? Or... You said she did magic. What kind of magic did she do?
Oh, I didn't ever witness her magic. Again, she predates my life. She was
She
supposedly...
was here before you.
Yes, before I was born.
This guy's
How
old, right?
or-
How old am I?
Yes.
Oh, I'm 60.
Barry's fucking old.
How long has Barry been gone?
He said he was here 15 years ago.
Yeah, you gave us the conversion, right?
Hmm?
I don't remember it. Could you
But
give
the-
it?
Hundreds.
But it was 15 years here.
Here. Yeah.
So that's 100 and...
And we know that Anansa was here.
Hmm?
The last time Barry was here.
Yeah.
So someone's not telling the truth. Either he doesn't know that Anansa was here 15 years ago, or Barry's got his time fucked up.
I'm gonna go with Barry has his time fucked up.
Could be both.
Yeah, because that would mean Barry's been outside for 40 days, would be 15 years.
Well,
No,
it
we're
was
saying like
15
15 years
in
here.
Yes.
And he's saying 60
It was like
years
300
ago.
out there.
Right.
Regardless of the time out there, though, they're saying in the 15 years that Barry has gone and come back.
Mm-hmm. Unrelated to
Anansa-
where Barry actually went.
Anansa left and is passed on prior to this guy being born, which was 60 years ago in Whitehall.
Yes. So Barry was out there for almost 6 years then.
No,
No,
this
it
has
doesn't
nothing to do
matter.
with how long Barry
Yeah.
was gone. If you forget about where Barry went completely,
Like, just pretend time is linear here.
Yeah.
he was
saying-
only gone 15 years.
Yeah.
But Anansa was here 15 years ago when Barry left.
Right.
But this
Okay.
man is saying that Anansa left before he was born 60 years ago.
Yes, which does not make sense.
Nothing. It does not make sense.
Wish we could have left and then come back.
That's what I'm saying. Something doesn't add up. I'm gonna skim through this book.
Maybe this place moves and the time varies.
Possibly.
It's possible.
Maybe the time varies. I'm sorry. I don't know what to say.
Straight to jail.
Unrelated to the discussion, I don't know if we've performed magic, either me or Ether, since we got to this place.
Mm-hmm.
For Ritora, at least, there's no nature down here, right?
Correct.
Would she feel any connection to her magic here?
I would say no.
Like if she tries to cast Druidcraft,
Yeah,
it doesn't work.
correct.
Oh, try to cast light. I did already.
Yeah,
I did
evocation
already,
works like that, yes.
I would have attempted to cast message a little bit ago.
Yeah, you would have cast that message correctly.
I can't.
You
Seems like
can't.
certain earthly magics do not work.
I can't use it. I can't use my magic here.
That's dangerous.
Well, I can. Can everyone else? You can.
Yes.
I haven't tried.
I don't know if I can wild shape here.
Well, maybe this man can do magic. He just can't do it here.
Maybe.
I'll cast guidance on Ritora for the book that she's holding in hopes to investigating.
Sure.
To try and find
Yeah,
stuff.
guidance absolutely works as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm able to cast.
Interesting.
We don't plan on staying here too long.
Yeah, I'm skimming through my book. I'm trying to find whatever I
Okay.
can find in terms of.
Yeah, you can tell me what you are specifically looking for in regards to the context within these books, or you can tell me just general, like not give me any efforts to give me any specificity. If it's a general check, it's going to be a straight investigation check. If you're looking for anything specific, it's with advantage.
I would kind of just like flip through the pages to see if there's any like headers or titles to each section. Or
No,
if it's
these seem comparable to Radgar's journal,
Okay.
where it seems like this is like.
handwritten like.
Yeah, I mean, to be blunt, like when we're talking about people at the dawn of like civilization and written history starting to learn how to be recorded, people aren't like doing this very meticulously or well thought out. These are like individuals' journals, so it's like.
There's no guidelines for.
Yeah, there. Obviously, it's not like as simplistic as like meat equal good. Like
Yeah.
it's not that
Sure.
primitive or crude, but it is like. In that context, very simplistic and very basic.
Don't eat
I
meat
would-
flour.
Yeah, genuinely, it would be things like this berry make sick.
I would, I guess, look for
Kill Nazgrim.
any of the names of either these gods or the Dawn heroes or like any names that we've come across that
Sure.
kind of stand out to me.
Now you can make an investigation check with advantage.
So much like actual human books that were first written, are these books like How to Spot a Witch or anything like that?
Yes, there absolutely
Malachie
are
is
some of
Malharum.
them that are associated with like recognizing discrepancies within magic and uses in magic. So, like,
An old cookbook.
yeah, like weird shit. Yeah. Again, because this is the nonfiction section. So,
Yeah.
like, there is the, like, oh my god, we need to know how to, like, learn to do agriculture and shit like that.
Sure.
Look, see, irrigation exists. I told you guys.
Uh,
Lakes can move.
Spells
Damn it.
required a lot more butter back then.
Okay, was anybody else doing any books? And Chell, what was your roll?
11.
11. Okay.
I want to look for mentions of the what are they called?
The relics.
No, the stones. The
Boundary stones.
Boundary stones.
All right, you can make an investigation check with advantage. Done.
I'm gonna look for mentions of relics since 2 of the other things are covered.
Cool. Check with advantage.
And that you said guidance. That's advantage, right?
Mm-hmm. No, it's
Or
Guidance is a
D4.
D4.
Then what was your roll?
Natural 20.
Ooh, baby. Love to see.
This is investigation.
Yep.
15. Sorry, 16.
I guess I would be looking for rift making / opening, planeswalking, and oh god, there was just one more thing. Give me a minute. I literally just lost it.
Yeah, if it's like if it's in that area, you can roll.
I don't think it was. I think it was actually outside of it.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow, I really just lost it. Give me a minute.
Yeah, no, you can.
Did it have to
think.
do with closing planes?
No.
Planeswalking and rift openings. Okay, so Chell, you requested the names and like these names that we have just recently encountered and things like that, correct?
And the Dawn Heroes.
And the Dawn Heroes as well. Yes. Okay. That I would say you would see as you're going through this. With it being a non-fiction account, you rolled an 11.
Mm-hmm.
Roll a d10 and re-roll a 1 if you roll a 1.
Two.
2.
Dice are a little stale tonight.
I don't want to roll a 1. Stop it. This isn't Call of Cthulhu. Don't point that at me. You're the lava boy. Weather boy. Yeah, look at him squirm. Back and forth, John, back and forth. It's lore everywhere I look.
For an 11, you would see that there is the named Ilmater mentioned, and in the same notion, the name Baedrith, which is one of the Dawn Heroes. So for you, the calendar that's in the Discord from forever ago, Baedrith is one of the Dawn Heroes. You would see that that would be in reference to Ilmater being Baedrith's father.
Ooh, snap.
Sarah, you said boundary stones?
Boundary stones,
You
yep.
said a 16?
Correct.
Oh, swamp.
All right, that's fine. With a 16, I would tell you that you would... Again, non-fiction account. I'm not going to give you the like phrase. I'll give you the gleamed information that you'd be able to discern from this. The boundary stones are constructed of obsidian to prevent scrying out or in. boundary stones are seals of imprisonment that require specific mechanisms to open. Yeah, no, 16's fine. And I would say that you would know that the boundary stones were constructed specifically by a dwarven man named Dane Firehand.
You piece of shit.
D-A-I-N.
I can make boundary stones, but mind bad.
But mine bad.
Mind
How
bad.
do you spell Ilmater?
I-L-M-A-T-E-R.
Okay.
Ilmater.
Ilmater.
That's close.
It's Ilmater.
Ilmater.
Is
Don,
it
you
a
roll
dwarven king?
a dwarven man.
Dwarven man. That's just me knowing things.
Mhm. Anything else there? Are you good? Just in terms of me repeating things that I
Oh, no, I think.
Okay. Don, you nat 20'd?
Yes, I did.
Fantastic.
Here's the book.
No, with...
Here's the login for my.
You were looking specifically for relics.
Yeah, for relics, how they're tied to people, like what their uses are, if there are other names of the relics,
I
you
gotcha.
know, that type of
Physical
stuff.
descriptions.
Yeah, descriptions of.
Inscriptions.
Sure. So you would see that the relics would be something that, again, I get like nonfiction account. This is
Yep.
like people just fucking scribbling shit. The relics were gifts from these, what I call, you would now see, especially with an nat 20, avatars. Relics of the avatars were given to the Dawn Heroes because they were their inheritance. Each of the Dawn Heroes has a correlating parent that is an avatar.
Oh.
That's why the Dawn Heroes, as you'd be able to start to glean, were chosen. They were the next closest things to godhood as their parents that accepted apotheosis. Those relics were the last mortal objects that they had used before their ascension. So the Dawn Heroes used them, and that they are indeed keys to the specific boundary stones for their parents. In terms of their location or description, nothing remotely like that.
Okay. But we do have the locations.
That's the locations
Of-
where the
of where
boundary
the boundary
stones are,
stones
not
are,
where the
the keys
relics
are.
are.
Sure.
Yeah,
Right.
the keys
We
are
just have-
definitely
Yeah,
kept
we just
secret.
have what key opens which
Correct.
one. Yeah.
Yes. You know what's inside. You know where the stone is. You don't know where the relic is.
Got it.
Yeah, I'd say that would be all you'd be able to glean.
Okay.
That's a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, in terms of like attempting to disseminate information, that means a lot. Like especially again, the Dawn Heroes having direct lineage to these avatars that ascended.
Does it say anything about Dawn specifically?
Nope,
Nothing. Okay.
nothing at all. Did you remember the third thing that you were thinking of?
Yeah, so I have a bunch that are related and then one that's probably not related.
Okay. What's the unrelated one?
Unrelated is Power of Names.
Yeah, they're unrelated to me. You can straight roll for each then.
Okay, so the other one was it was Rift Opening, Planeswalking, and I also like added in like Demi-Planes, Pocket Dimensions,
Sure.
things like that.
Yeah.
So would you say roll for?
Straight roll for each one.
Okay.
So this one will be the Planeswalking, Rift Openings, Demi-Planes.
Oh no. 15.
I mean, 15's still totally fine. Nothing in regards to planeswalking specifically. For demi-plane / demi-spheres, you'd know that there is the kind of like wide common knowledge that Whitehall is a demi-plane, not a demi-sphere. That demi-spheres typically are going to have multiple planes within them. So like you would think of them as a hierarchy of a demi-plane as a singular. A sphere could contain multiple planes. The creation of a demi-sphere is beyond the scope of what realistically seems perceivably possible.
Okay.
So like, you know, whatever individual, like there's no authors for these. Like whatever individual is writing about this seems like effectively flabbergasted by the concept of like, it's known that a demi-sphere was created. They don't know what though. Like the people writing down this shit don't know, like only Radgard knows about Terminus effectively.
Right.
And then rift openings, there would be memory of the rift opening in the journal. No theory on terms of like how it would be done. Obviously just like effectively an immense form of magic, almost like an abundance that tears a hole out of this sphere or demi-sphere, whatever we might consider this to be. And then the second one was Power of Names.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can straight roll for that one also.
Ooh, somehow worse. 12.
12. Yeah, there would be the... Well, because it's that age of reclamation, there's the immediate understanding of names of these things. Their true names absolutely give power to them in regards to devotion, loyalty. That seems like it holds true for, in their perspective, both the avatars and devils, not demons or primordials. Those things seem like they have power outside of dependency on worship or faith.
I'm sorry, you said both avatars and devils?
Correct. Want like worship or obedience.
But not
demons or primordials. Those things seem like they have their own power outside of worship.
I would search the 2 dog books for any sort of higher meaning.
Mm-hmm. Well, a natural 20. Meanings, what'd you make of it?
Ooh. Kill dog.
Kill Don.
I'll never forget. I fucking wrote that and passed it. Kill Don. Get him.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that this would have you guys looking through all 5 books that are back here on this area over the course of, you know, maybe an hour or 2 in Whitehall time.
And they would be in these books that we found this information?
Yeah.
You said it was avatars and demons or avatars and devils?
Avatars and devils.
Devils, okay.
Don't what?
I would also give you one additional thing, Don, in terms of like, because of the relics, because of the nat 20, it would almost seem like when this person is talking about it, it would be an inference with Ether just being a very wise individual and having like a ludicrously high, you know, whiz score and stuff. I would say it would start to feel like for the first time you're recognizing how long this Dawn War really was. This was not just like a battle or a few battles. Like, this seems like this lasted a decade, maybe more, and that the first avatars were chosen almost out of necessity. And that their relics passed to their children, their progeny, probably when they died.
Okay. Does it list a reason for the Dawn War? Or how it started?
I would say that wouldn't really be what you would be seeing when you're looking through for the relics.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you guys would be standing here looking through most of these books, starting to get to the concluding pages of this stuff, and, Doran is just kind of like standing around, kind of like slowly dusting the shelves with like a little rag. Oh dear. Forgive the dust, sorry. I hope you all found helpful things. It's good.
Do you have history on Whitehall and Oshuamp? And
Oh.
you said they're a little bit newer, right?
Whitehall stuff would probably have been in some of these, maybe. Oshuamp stuff is a bit newer.
Where did these books come from?
What do you mean?
The history of Oshuamp. Where did that information come from?
Probably people in Oshuamp, I'm not certain. There's not really authors on these things.
Do you know how it would have wound up here?
Oh, yes, Whitehall's a collection. We keep things that, need to be kept to make sure they don't get lost. That's why we can't really let just about anybody in here. But you all said you were with Barry, so
Yes.
that's kind of like the catch-all pass, I guess you could call it.
Do you know how old Barry is?
How old is Barry?
Yeah.
Oh, difficult to say. Barry spent a lot of time outside of Whitehall. He left like 15 years ago, so he looks different now.
Was he around when your parents were here?
My parents?
Yes.
No.
When did Barry first arrive?
Well, Barry's been here a long time. I don't know what you mean first arrive.
Barry wasn't born here, was he?
Barry was born here, yes.
Barry's younger than you, though, correct?
What?
Is Barry younger than you?
I don't really know. 'Cause he's been outside. And I've been told that time out there is different than time in here.
Right, but do you remember seeing Barry as a child?
I remember Barry being a boy. I was, I think, similar in age.
Okay. But you don't ever recall hearing of Barry's parents or anything like that?
Great, like.
No, I don't think Barry's got parents.
Everyone has to have, at least have had parents.
Oh, well, yes, of course. I've read the books. Witches and the Bees.
Witches.
Where's the witches?
But the population in Whitehall, it's very small, is it not?
Oh, yes, only a couple hundred of us left now.
Do you often have orphans within Whitehall? It
Well,
seems a little peculiar.
Less orphans and more that the parents kind of get sent out on their pilgrimage.
Don't use that word.
People get quite frequently sent out of Whitehall to try to gather information from the outside world, which can result in some, feeling like an orphan because your parents might never return, depending on where they're sent. My parents were sent west and never came home, so...
Is there a book on people that have gone on pilgrimages, a list of who may have left?
I think there should be. I don't have that. That should be the individual in charge of Whitehall that should have that list kept.
So Barry would have that list.
Yes, he should.
In the keep somewhere.
Possibly. I've never been inside of the keep.
When did they stop sending people out, though? Because people haven't left Whitehall in many years, right?
Oh no one's been able to leave since Barry left. And Barry left for us, 15 years ago.
Is it because Barry... Do we know why nobody's been able to leave since Barry left?
You
Because
can't
he-
get out of the door. Barry's got the only key to activate the
I wasn't sure if
enchantment.
that was like common
Yeah,
knowledge.
just tap the belt.
Perhaps Jerky wasn't from here then.
Probably not. Can't have been.
Don't even need to mention it, maybe.
I think it would be interesting to see if we can look in the book of people that went out on pilgrimages. If we look at the time that we presume Barry would have been born in this time frame, we might be able to determine who his parents may have been.
When do you presume that is?
Well, if we assume Barry said he was in his 40s, which we know not to be true, but if he was 30 when he left,
He was 15.
15 when he left, so then we have to go back 30 years if he was gone 15 years in this time. So if we look 30 years ago, roughly, we should be able to determine who left. If Barry has no memory of parents,
Okay, do you have such a registry?
it's in the castle.
Oh,
Presumably. He said the leader of Whitehall would have it, which would be Barry. So presumably somewhere in his keep.
We should probably just check the keep.
Yes.
I don't think he'll know.
I don't know. I worry because he says that Barry was a small child when he was a small child. If this man's about 60, Barry says he's about 40. There's a lot of lapses in time. I don't know if we'll be able to pinpoint when and who left, and then if they were parents and if they survived. There's a
I'm
lot
not
of
saying that they
variables.
survived, but there might be people's names that we recognize as important figures.
Sure.
If significant amount of time would have passed, if Barry has been gone for 15 years from here, that would be 1,500 years that he would have spent outside.
Sure.
There might be significantly important names from 3,000 years ago that we might recognize.
Maybe.
We can check.
All right.
But it may shift.
Yes, of course. But even if not his parents, there may be interesting or important people in that list.
All right, let's maybe go check.
Is there anything else we should look for while we're in the library?
Any books on the weave? And the pockets of serene and chaos we've encountered. I guess you wouldn't know.
Yeah,
Speaking
he's
to
not-
the Dragonborn.
Yeah, he's not. With him not being magical, I don't really understand that.
Do you know the term the weave?
It's like the fabric for magic, yes.
Yes.
But that's not. I don't think that exists here.
That would make sense.
Or
Then how did we perform it?
perhaps there's fragments of it. Then I don't know. I don't really understand this stuff.
But do you have a book on it?
There might be something here, sure. Well, yeah, I would say he would go for a nearby shelf and give him the chance to look. Yeah. He would just kind of like stop and walk over and look at another bookcase and pull out like a little, again, little leather-bound journal. This one talks about the origins of magic.
That would be helpful.
If I remember correctly, on the way in which magic functions.
Maybe see if there's anything on Dunamancy.
You might look through this, certainly. Yeah, no, you can make an investigation check because you run through it.
For all of magic and Dunamancy included.
Sure, yeah, no.
I was gonna say, while he's checking that, I would have made a mention of looking to see if there's anything on astrology or anything about stars.
Sure. Yeah, no, you can make an investigation check to find something like that around here.
Straight roll.
Yeah.
It's my horoscope today.
So,
What'd you roll for?
That is 17, right? Investigation, yeah. 17.
Okay. So, the first thing that you would find would be a recognition that when I was talking to Don about the avatars were almost chosen because of necessity, you would see a discussion for Mistra, specifically being a woman that seemed as though she was almost naturally intuned and capable of deciphering the magics of other things that existed before the weave, and that the weave is a construction through her.
The mother of magic.
Correct. Effectively, like, genuinely, like a spell thief. Like, she recognizes that other things like devils and primordials almost exuded what I usually would call, like, a spirit or an energy, something like that, and that she was able to
Stole
fabricate
it to create the weave.
Yes. She's like a Prometheus. She stole fire.
Yeah.
But yes, she was able to, because of a natural proclivity and like an openness to it, recognize it and then construct a fabric around the world. And there's absolutely stuff about serene and chaotic pockets because that fabric is diminishing. The longer that she's been dead, the less power there is in that fabric. That there is nothing to keep that whole any longer.
Is there a mention of anything? I guess with the rift being opened, like a leak, effectively like a magic leak.
Ooh, yes. That I would say also that would be where
It's
the
going?
fabric first. Yeah, where the fabric first ripped.
Okay.
Was pulled away from, and that there's, again, like the same way that there was a fucking hole in the ozone layer. Like, it would feel almost described similarly as that there was a hole in the fabric.
Gotcha.
And that, maybe not necessarily to be inferred as a leak, and that the fabric here is being pulled into this.
Right.
But that was where the initial breakage in the fabric of the weave was, and that, you know, in the same way when you break the structural integrity of something, you will get ripples outwards as it kind of like slowly falls and degrades in quality and overall strength. Yeah. What did you roll for the check?
6.
6. Yeah, I would say that as you're looking around in here, you said astrology.
Yeah, just anything really relating to stars or...
Okay. I would say that you find a book about it. I would say that you would find something in relation to celestial structures and cosmic entities, like constellations in that regard. With a 6, I would say that there definitely seems like some information here that maybe you're distracted, maybe you're just starting to get like tired because you guys have been reading for like 2+ hours. It feels like there's probably something in this book, and it seems like you're just glossing over it, or possibly not connecting some dots that might be there. But it definitely feels like there's something almost intuitive in you that's like, this book has something.
Doran, would you mind if I sign this book out?
Oh, no, that's fine. Sorry, you can borrow it, yes.
Yes, no.
Okay.
I get a bit flustered around witches. The brain starts to go to other places.
All right.
Scary magic and things of that nature.
I understand.
Turn people into animals and stuff. It can get scary, and I get a little pensive.
Okay.
But certainly, you may borrow the book of star discussions or whatever it might be.
I would have finished my books and started perusing down the fiction lane.
Yeah.
I would look for a book about, like, folklore.
Okay.
Like, local folklores.
Local?
Yeah. Like, local to the north.
Okay. So I was going to say, Whitehall folklore is going to be pretty non-existent, but yes.
Yeah, no, like, local to the north.
Okay.
I would also look for any sort of book that talks about, like, well, specifically the moon, too, with the folklore thing. If there's anything that, like, I can kind of, like, that might be along the same lines, sure. The other book I would be looking for is,
Shit, I just had it in my head and I lost it. Like funeral rites type stuff, like religion-y kind of thing.
Okay.
But like again, it's in the fiction section, so like folklore-y stuff or
Sure.
just like mythologies.
Yeah.
The Bible.
I'm gonna break it into 2 checks again in the same way that I did for Paul. So for the first one, we'll say that that's the moon stuff and other general folklore, and then the second one would be, you know, associated tales with funeral rites.
Investigation, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, baby, 15.
15. I would say that you would see, you know, as you're kind of like perusing through and, you know, like you pick up a couple things and just like look at the opening lines of text, because again, they're not like named on the outside of the book and binding. You would pick up a few different like little fiction things and it's like, oh, this definitely seems like it's, you know, a story about like a bear, or this one seems like it's a fucking like Aesop's fable type thing of like, this is the rabbit and the turtle, or the tortoise and the hare, like things of that nature. You get like maybe 3 or 4 bookcases in, and it seems like in the same way that there's chronology over there, there's almost like an evolution in terms of age and maturity on this side for the fiction. So like you start
older people.
Yeah, like you start to hit things that clearly feel like the morals and things like that get a little bit more complex in terms of like, you know, the gray area of life and things like that when it comes to morality and right and wrong, especially when it comes to like mythological tales. You open one and with specifically looking for things about the moon, there would be just like, you know, maybe like 4 or 5 bookcases in, a little leather-bound journal that you would pick up. And what's your intelligence score?
14.
I would say that, like, having looked at the pieces of paper and having looked at the thing that you looked at while we were doing this other stuff, that person's name and their signature, the handwriting would feel pretty similar to this little leather-bound journal you pick up out of a book of fiction. And the opening phrase would be something that would feel almost like, you know, as it like starts to talk about a story and a story regarding the projections from the moon and the importance of moonlight in the world. That moonlight almost serves as a harbor for magic. Sorry, I'm trying to wait for him to write, so this way I don't like have to repeat the thing like 8,000 times.
Yes.
Serves as like a harbor for magic, and that moonlight, like a wave, ripples over our sphere, and that is what people believe probably is what keeps magic intact. As though there is something propelling itself from the moon. And the journal entry ends, of course, with, but we always wonder what wickedness lay within. And we'll end there.
It's imprisoned in the moon.
I gotta find Buzz Aldrin and figure out what he saw.
He saw some fucked up shit,
There's
apparently.
monsters up there.
He's not wrong, buddy.
He literally, I caught a disease.
The rock came from the moon. Let's listen to Buzz.
I literally once you started describing it, I leaned over to Don and was like, what's imprisoned in the moon? What is it?
Dude, that was like literally when you guys started talking about Critical Role fucking years ago, and I was like, God damn it, like, this has been a thing for me again since like 2019, like 2 years before I even knew about this shit. Like, well, I'm not gonna fucking rewrite all that now.
Oh. Friends, thank you very much for watching tonight. I hope you enjoyed the episode. We will be back on Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time for the Lost Kings of Edoras, and then next Monday for the City of Oshuamp at 7 p.m. BPRPG, thank you very much for the follow. We appreciate it, and I hope you guys had a good time. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Don't look at the moon.